Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy. Oh my god, kid, you've been quiet for an hour. As soon as the show begins, that's when you start being loud. Okay, Rosie's playing video games in the background, so if you hear her freaking out and being noisy and annoying, then that's why. Let's close that so it's not over Garbage Gamer's face. There we go. Excellent.
Yay!
Yeah, I said it. You heard me.
You heard.
I heard it all.
You heard it. It's so insane right now, says Vezius Realm, monotonally. So much insanity. You don't know Jack.
So rude.
Excellent.
So rude.
So rude. So we are joined by Stoudman, Garbage Gamer, and Skinslip's chair. Oh, there she is. Hey!
Hi, sorry. I really had to go to the bathroom.
That's okay. You gotta go when you gotta go.
Oh, Kenny.
Nom, nom, nom. Oh, 007 says, in case anyone was thinking about PSVR, get it. It's the best thing I've ever seen. I was on the bridge in Star Trek, then shooting guns. It's insanely good. Okay. Well, I'm sold.
Cool.
I wanted actually for that Star Trek game, which I think would be a lot of fun, and also for movies. Watching 3D movies in a virtual theater.
I just want to watch. And you watch regular movies in a virtual theater.
You watch
I just want to be able to go
yeah.
and actually have to be out of my house. Cause fuck that.
At a theater with people.
My parents way more comfortable than a theater.
People being noisy and obnoxious and disrespectful of the theater-going experience.
Well, now that the next generation of consoles is coming out, you should have, in the next few years at least, there should be a time when that's going to be at least a little bit lower price. Sure.
That's true, yeah. Get it in that cheap window.
You would expect it to be at least.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, even this version of VR is getting pretty cheap. And
go.
Also, the specs are dropping.
Which one is that? Is that the Oculus?
This is the Oculus Rift S.
Oh, okay, very nice.
And I actually, these are actually for the PSVR, these headphones.
Okay.
But they actually fit on the Oculus, so.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. Neat thing about this one is you don't need base stations to track it.
Okay.
It uses cameras, so you see them inside-out tracking.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
So they kind of reversed it, so it just all is confined within the helmet.
Yeah, and it also
awesome.
gives you the ability to, if you're not sure where you're standing in your play space, you can hit a button and the cameras turn into black and white out-looking cameras.
Oh, so you can actually see your room.
And it's full view 3D, so you actually get like a sense of depth. You can actually look around and see where you're standing. Ooh, Star Trek too, hey, that's a fun one. I want to do the bridge crew with all of you. That'd be fun.
That's the one he's talking about. Yeah, he said he played it and he just had so much fun with it. And
we would have fun, all four of us.
Oh my god, yes. Can you imagine? I remember we talked about that when that first came out. It's like, can you imagine all of us like trying to crew a starship? Like,
oh my god, there'd be so much bickering.
It'd be so much bickering and chaos and.
Why are you going 4.5?
Oh my god, it would be glorious.
We'd just be talking over each other. We get so frustrated, we just start throwing shit at each other. I can't see anyone's mouth, so I'm just ripping off the knobs and throwing them.
Fuck it, I'm taking us at warp 9 straight into the neutral zone. You can all go to hell.
Set a course, Stoudman. Okay, hold on.
Navigator Stoudman.
We're getting too close to this black hole. You need to stop.
There's a lot of buttons here.
You need to throttle to Stoud. We're getting close. Stoud! Stoud!
I'm just gonna start pushing all the buttons.
Directly into it.
You can always tell when someone goes AFK and takes off their helmet because their character just goes like this.
Oh,
It's just like a dead person sitting in the chair, like.
Great. We are now being piloted by a corpse.
Into the big one.
Rocketing at warp 9 straight into a black hole. As long as your shirt rips like Kurt, yeah.
It's like you're just like, oh, this is really cool. Then you just go, rip. This is the best game ever.
There you go.
It's so very cute.
Hey, that's okay, Double. So you don't have to. You're preaching to the choir here. We've actually all been wanting to get that for a while. We're just just outside of our budget, sadly.
I don't even have a PS4, brother.
There you go.
Sadly,
so
I'm the only one that actually has some kind of budget to afford it. So, again, it takes a while to get. So. How many episodes before the entire crew turns to women and they sync up? Oh god.
Yeah, well.
And I do have. We sync up pretty quickly, and you know what that part is?
Yeah.
I have another Oculus. I have the original Oculus Rift.
Oh right, yeah.
But nobody here has a PC powerful enough to run it.
Oh.
Nope.
I thought I could run it on with my 1060.
You might be able to, but you'd be limited to the games. You might not be able to get Bridge Commander to work.
I knew this is you.
Like you'd probably be able to do like Job Simulator, like the simpler games.
Yeah.
Anything that's graphic. Like I have a VR headset, but I can't play Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah.
Did we officially start, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I missed the entire beginning. I just wanted to make sure.
We did. You were peeing.
Yeah, I figured. It took too long because I got asked a question.
That's okay.
Back, so.
I should change the title. It's not the pre-show anymore. This is the show. This is the real deal.
The real deal.
Saturday Night InSaNiTy.
It's no longer Saturday Night InSaNiTy. It's
Geek
just
chat,
called the
movies,
show.
comics, horror, gaming, more.
Isn't that like a? I don't remember what the language is, but there's Xiao Xiao. Isn't that a phrase in another language? I don't know.
Nobody.
I remember another language. In another language, there's a phrase called Xiao Xiao. I don't know why I'm remembering.
Xiao Xiao. That sounds like a Chinese word, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh. Could be.
Oh my god. Wow. Burp burp. Oh, I should put this there.
Movie printer go brrr.
Did you hear that?
Eric's like, eh.
I did, yeah.
I know, I was gonna mention
Mandarin, possibly, yeah. Well, that's a dialect of Chinese.
Movie printer Coco was saying.
What's that? Oh, booby pills?
No, it's my booby printer. Booby printer go brrr.
Oh.
Yeah, Major Potoko, if you have that kind of rig, get a Rift S and go get yourself a game called Boneworks. And you will thank me later.
Okay, that's tough.
Bone.
Pooh, you get out.
Okay, well, I guess
and
let's...
Half-Life Alyx, if you can afford
Let's jump right into the news and we'll get...
I need a computer, but
Get
I
this.
can't afford a new computer.
No, I know. Hardware upgrades are always...
They can't deal damage
I mean, on the one hand, you're
to
thinking, like, well, this big upgrade will be something that I'll get a lot of use out of for many, many years, but it's expensive.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Problem is, I gotta move. I think I'm just gonna drive this into death and just move, and then just save money and buy a new one when I run out of.
Probably a good idea. Yeah, when I did sort of my big move to get out of my home situation, I took essentially what money I had and looked at what I could afford with it. And basically ended up getting like the cheapest, smallest bachelor apartment I could find. I knew it was like a hell of a lot of space management, obviously, for my thank God my collection was smaller then.
Yeah, I got 3,700
But,
some
so I moved. I basically just moved out, got the cheap place, managed to, find a way to make everything fit, and wasn't the ideal place, obviously, but it didn't matter because I was out. I was free, and I could look towards upgrading to something better later. And that's what I did.
Yep.
That's how I got out. Never looked back. Been out ever since.
I got out once. I'll get out again.
I know you will. You'll make it happen.
Just don't know when.
You'll make it happen. And it will be a glorious day. A glorious day that we will all celebrate.
It might be when they die, but I'll get out of here eventually.
You'll get out of there. It'll happen. And it will be wonderful. Okay, well, on that note, let's jump into the news.
Woohoo!
Okay. Says Raptor Rivera, our resident New York news hound, says, before the Cram news, we here at SNI would like to wish all the dads a healthy and happy Father's Day. Hey, thank you. That's me. I'm a dad. Yay. Let's be honest. You
You're
guys...
not my dad.
My dad. We're just not gonna get my dad
Can't
happy.
harm you.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you, but nah, all right.
Well, I'll take a little extra happiness.
Yeah,
and,
you
sure.
have mine too.
Okay.
Dad and InSaNiTy over here.
Thanks. Let's be honest, you guys don't get enough credit, so enjoy the day, grab an extra beer, go on that getaway with your mistress, whatever makes you content. Thanks, Raptor. Thanks.
It's the authority, not the agency.
So,
no point in having a mistress, just be Polly.
there you go.
Everyone's open, everyone understands, it's all good.
So, trailers. Official trailer for the next DC animated film, which reminds me, I still need to pick up the new Justice League Dark one. I heard it's really good. Official trailer for the next DC animated film, Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons. Mercenary and master assassin Slade Wilson leads two lives. One is the relentless killer known as Deathstroke, and the other is a dedicated family man. When these worlds collide, forced together by the vicious terror group known as Hive, it is the killer in Slade who must fight to save his loved ones, as well as what remains of himself. Featuring Michael Chiklis as the voice of the title character. Nice. Love Michael Chiklis. Love Michael Chiklis. Cool. All right, I'll have to check that out.
Not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Neat.
Official trailer for the IFC film The Rental. Two couples on an oceanside getaway grow suspicious that the host of their seemingly perfect rental house may be spying on them. Before long, what should have been a celebratory weekend trip turns into something far more sinister. Produced, co-written, and directed by Dave Franco in his directorial debut. Cool.
I'm just saying, I've
That's
seen
all right.
it before. It's called Vacancy.
Okay.
Yeah. This looks alright, you know.
There's been a few kind of along those lines. Yeah, all of which the names escape me. But I've heard the premise before with other movies. Official trailer for the Netflix series Warrior Nun. A young woman wakes up with a divine artifact in her back and gets caught in a war between the forces of heaven and hell. Premiering July 2nd. Cool.
Cool.
Sounds a little bit Preacher-esque, maybe?
Sure.
We'll, check it out.
Okay. Go for it.
Preacher's great, by the way. I don't think I've said that enough. Both the comic and the show. Read one, watch the other. Enjoy. And you're welcome. Official trailer for the Netflix documentary Athlete A. Follow the Indianapolis Star reporters that broke the story about USA Gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar's abuse and hear from gymnasts like Maggie Nichols, premiering June 24th. A lot of those stories.
Rough doc to watch.
Yeah, a lot of those stories coming out
Fuck
now.
that guy.
Yeah. Well, it's good. It's good. I'm
That guy
glad.
deserves to burn in hell forever.
I'm glad to see all these stories coming out.
Or
It's
fall
about time.
down the up escalator forever, as I like to say.
The hope is that there will be fewer of them to tell in the future.
That means
as a
falling
result.
downstairs forever, by the way. He
Yeah.
never stopped falling downstairs.
That's right. It's like, you know, that reminds me of the one of the early Sandman stories where he punishes a guy by giving him eternal waking, where he's basically having endless nightmares, where he has a nightmare, and then in the nightmare he dreams that he wakes up from the nightmare, but it's another nightmare, and it just happens endlessly forever until he dies.
That's terrible. What a way to go.
Eternal waking, yes.
That'll probably be a cruel thing to do, is fall down an escalator going up, because then like the momentum could carry you. You could fall farther, technically.
Just keep
fall
going.
down more stairs.
Yeah. Just make it a really big escalator.
Fast moving, so that it hurts a lot.
With like, and really like jagged metal corners, like those really sharp
roll
ones.
Down the fucking like this, but it's in place. It's
Become
going
fine paste after a while.
Lots of bruises and broken bones, please. Let's see. Official trailer. Oh, no. Hold on a second. Second trailer for Nia DaCosta's Candyman, told through the art of shadow puppets.
Oh my god.
With the trailers.
Oh my god. Oh, trailer.
With the trailer's release, the director left the following message. Candyman, at the intersection of white violence and black pain, is about unwilling martyrs. The people they were, the symbols we turn them into, and the monsters we are told they must have been. Interesting.
It really is. When you fucking watch that movie now,
yeah.
I mean, we all should have seen it before, obviously, but now it should be painfully obvious what that movie is about.
Yeah.
Painfully obvious, but it's super obvious. We just watched it earlier this year. Me and Stoudman did. By the way, of course, there's always that one dumb white guy, right?
Yeah.
On
of
Twitter,
course.
this guy like, why'd you make Candyman political? Not about
It's
race.
always been. Sorry.
It's always some dumb white guy, by the way.
It's like the I know. It's like the people that say, "Why do you make X-Men political?" It's like,
like it's born out of politics. It is literally the most political comic Marvel ever produced.
In fact,
it went from racist politics to now it's trans and non-binary politics.
Yeah,
that's representing, and it's
brings it
it's
all into the
militant.
mix. Yeah,
it's like you beat us until we were like nothing. We tried to do it your way. We tried every way. We tried to acquiesce to you, and you kept fucking taking everything away from us. So how long do you think that was gonna happen? That was like, now look at what's happening outside my fucking window. You know what I mean? Like,
there's an interesting thread on Twitter I skimmed today from Joe Michael Straczynski, where he was talking about sort of the eras that a lot of the iconic comics and characters came out of, and how like in the 40s and 50s gave us like Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, and they were essentially champions of justice and, you know, law and order and stuff. And then in the 60s, Marvel came along, and it was all about rebellion and like trying to fit in and cope and things like that. And
trying to be yourself in the world that doesn't like you as you are. That kind of thing.
Well, yeah. So what I was going to say is like really, all of Marvel has been political since day one. I mean, it was born out of that civil unrest of the 60s. Yeah.
As I stated before, all art is political. And if you say, well, I don't make arts political, that's a political statement. The act of not being political is itself a political statement. And it's perfectly okay to have that statement. You're allowed to have your art be non-political, and me as a viewer can still take something political out of it. That's called reading your art, regardless of because there's subtext that you put in there whether you think about it or not.
Well, yeah, because it's
not just.
Yeah, I mean, you're still trying to say something with your art.
Right, we're on a range.
No, it's irrelevant though. But I mean, if it's like, as you say, like whether you're conscious of it or not, it's like you're making art that speaks to you in some ways, and in order for something to speak to you, it has to say something about what your values are. So that's political in some way, you know. So.
And the act of trying not to make something political is itself a political statement. A very fine political statement to make, by the way.
It is.
I don't have to like it, no one else, but someone will, and that's fine. You're making it for that person, you know?
So I'll have to check that out.
Sometimes you're making art for one person, you just don't know it. You know?
I'm sad to say I've actually never seen either of the Candyman movies. So.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I know.
So good.
Oh.
And I do love Tony Todd. No, I don't. Actually, I think I might have one of them. I don't know.
The first movie is really good. The other one's...
Yeah. But,
it's like, was it Farewell with Flesh and Cry something?
Is there 3? I thought there was only 2.
There's 3 of them,
okay.
right? Chat, isn't there 3 Candymans?
I don't know.
Aren't there 3 Candymans?
Candymans?
And the
Candyman?
I'm gonna look it up.
Tony Todd,
Candymans?
JL.
Tony Todd. Yeah. I love Tony Todd. Like, I've seen him in other stuff, and I've always really liked him.
Farewell to the
Volunteers,
Flesh.
right.
Day of the Dead. There are 3. Yes, there
Okay.
are 3.
Okay.
Candyman Farewell to the Flesh, and Candyman Day of the Dead.
Okay.
I remember Candyman Day of the Dead being particularly bad.
I
Farewell to the Flesh, I don't remember that well. So
I
cannot
think
quote.
I have Farewell to the Flesh on DVD, like it's sent to me
Yeah,
by a
that's one of-
viewer. I don't.
It's also got a Blu-ray, I think.
I don't recall if I have the first one.
I don't. Yeah, the second one, the third one, I think doesn't even. I think it might have a DVD, but it might be really rare.
Oh, okay. It's probably I probably don't have the first one because I'm sure if I did, I would have at least watched them on DVD by now. But
Maybe.
yeah.
There's things you neglect you haven't watched for.
Well,
you know?
this is also true.
Yeah, we should double check at some point, and maybe
I
you
said
do have it.
most likely, like generally, if I have both, I would watch them, but I would want to make sure I have the first one first.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to jump into the second one. So
Like, did someone here release it in the States, or was it also Arrow here in the States? Anybody know? 'Cause I know in the UK they had Arrow. I bought that one.
the first one, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
the first one does have a release here. And
Yeah,
I think
okay,
Scream Factory did one of them, didn't they?
They did
Yeah.
the sequel.
They did the sequel. Okay.
They did the good sequel. Supposedly,
I have
Yeah.
I have the Candyman from Scream Factory.
The first one?
First
the
one.
sequel.
Okay.
No, not the sequel.
Here.
The first one.
Why
came
don't
from Scream
why don't I look on Amazon and Amazon.
Like I just got it a couple months ago.
I'm
Yeah, I
Amazon.
remember
Understand.
David Dead not being good,
$12.99.
Michael. I remember that
spell
one distinctly
things.
seeing that on
There
HBO
we
and
go.
thinking it was fucking
Big
terrible.
deal. It's $12.99.
I don't remember Farewell to the Flesh. I know I've seen it. It's just been
Candyman.
long enough that it's like,
Candyman. Oh yeah, first one, Scream Factory Collector's Edition.
Okay, so I had the Arrow release then.
Shit, it's only 23
UK
bucks
release.
Canadian. I'm gonna put that in my cart right now.
Nice.
You should, because I think that's one of the ones going out of print.
I don't
No,
know.
it's not.
I don't know
It's
when
not.
I'm
Both going out of
gonna
print.
be able to buy it, but I'll.
Farewell to the Flesh is going out of print. The first one's not.
That one I
Okay.
show.
It just came out last year. It's not going out of print.
Okay.
And they're comparable, the Arrow and the Scream Factory. I think
They
use
probably use the same transfer.
Studio Source Master, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
okay. Yeah.
It's a new master. It's a very good master. So
Candyman,
no-
Farewell to the Flesh. This one appears to be
Yes,
out of
I-
print.
I vaguely remember the lore, the backstory of the characters, so I know I've seen it, right? But it's been so long that I don't remember the plot of the movie.
Yeah, it's out of
anything
print.
about the second one. I remember distinctly the third one being not good. I'm gonna rewatch that one eventually too, because it's been.
Yeah,
15 years.
the second
Oh, I
one, got a Scream Factory release in 2015. That one is out of print now.
Yeah, that's like I said. I was out of the print.
it's
Yep.
pricey.
Went out of print at the end of last year.
Oh, here it is. Candyman 3: Day of the Dead on DVD
Hola,
for
fuckers.
$12 Canadian.
Oh, that's
So,
not bad at all.
There you go. Maybe I'll throw that one in there too, just to have it, because I'm pretty sure I have the second one on DVD. So there we go.
Gonna go double check, obviously.
I'll just do a triple bill. Triple
Hello,
bill.
007.
Hello.
But yeah, the that first movie is amazing. It's so good. It's a masterpiece.
Wait a
And
minute.
not only
Sorry, I Spit on Your Grave 3? How many times did they rehash that movie? Jesus.
yeah, there's a trilogy, and there's it's not
No.
to skip. I think there's 4 of them now.
Is there? Wow.
We're going to take this movie and turn it into a franchise.
Well, they're
Why would they
direct-to-video
turn
to
that
make
into a
money.
franchise? Like, it's a
'Cause they make money.
standalone.
That's all that matters.
It's like just more
Yeah,
women
it's like-
being wronged and taking bloody revenge on their tormentors.
Yeah.
If you can make a movie for $5 million and then
They're-
turn a profit of $30 million, it's
Every
like, well,
genre has its
it made
fans,
money.
including rape revenge fans. And
Yeah.
I get it. Fine.
oh my God.
Yeah.
It's not my
I
preferred
literally,
genre.
literally can't watch some of those. I can't.
Oh, I've got like maybe half a dozen of them. They're good ones, but like they're still hard to watch.
What
you
is
know?
on my head? Hold on. Oh, it's I'm
Last house
I'm
on the
literally
left
being
is
teabagged.
about to
There you go.
Are you teabagged? Ah! Oh my god. That's great.
I have a teabag on my
Thank
head.
you, D-Large.
That's so appropriate that was from Duncan. I didn't even notice that was from Duncan. Perfect.
And so, did you
Perfect.
choose that, Duncan, or was that coincidence?
I think that was.
Oh,
I think it was coincidence.
Cosmic coincidence.
It's
Love
like
it.
Twitch just knows. 26 months. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate that.
Damn. Over 2 years.
Yeah, I watched actually. Yeah, the rape revenge genre is a very selective one for me as well. There was
Grave, obviously the original.
well, yeah, obviously. Well, and the one we watched, Last House on the Left. You know, that's one of the
Streets of Fire. No, Savage Streets. That's another
good one. Yeah,
a really good movie that the rape's a bit sleazy at the beginning, but like
yeah.
the rest of the movie's really good.
I watched one last week that it kind of dips into that genre slightly, but in kind of a twisted way. Which was Liquid Sky. Have you ever seen that one?
I have that in my Vinegar Syndrome order.
It's very good. It's very different. It's very surreal.
It's not a drug mistaken, right?
Kind of. It's basically these. I was trying to describe it to these guys, but they just didn't get it. You'd probably get it.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's basically about these aliens that come down, and these aliens somewhere in their travels, they've come to Earth a few times before, and they discovered they really like heroin. It like affects them really like profoundly beyond how it affects humans. So they like to kind of suck up the essence from people using heroin, and
like heroin vampires.
Kind of, yeah. So they find people who get high a lot, and then they get high from them. Now the aliens don't actually have physical form; they're just kind of this energy form inside of their spaceship that parks on top of this apartment building. So
that's weird.
Yeah. These aliens come back. They've come there a few times. There's this scientist that's been trying to track them and stop them and stuff, and he's following their movements. And so they park on this thing where there's this drug dealer that's offering this sort of new super heroin called Liquid Sky, and but the people living there are also kind of hedonistic and nymphomaniacs and stuff like that. So they discover that these aliens discover that the chemical release and profound pleasure brought on by orgasm is much superior to what they experienced with heroin. So they kind of try to influence this girl to just have sex with lots of people, and then the partners die from the energy exchange with the aliens. So so she thinks that she's just killing people with the power of her pussy, basically.
Pussy power, baby.
So she's like,
yeah.
At one point she's just like,
hey, you gotta believe in the pussy magic.
Well, at one point she's just like, I kill people with my cunt.
I got Liquid Sky, all the Rudy Ray Moore films, and a weird action film called Shot.
It's very twisted. It's very bizarre, but it has this really cool aesthetic to it, like the makeup that all the characters. You've probably seen pictures of it. The makeup is really cool. It has this really kind of like trippy synthesizer score to it, which
I didn't know you even saw this movie. Did you have a Vinegar Syndrome release?
Yeah, I got the Vinegar Syndrome one.
Because I just bought things that I put through all the Rudy Mary Moore things in my collection.
Yeah.
I threw Shot because it was almost out of print, the slipcover, and I really liked the cool hand-drawn doodle slipcover they had, right? It was like a notebook doodle.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, that's kind of neat. I bought that from a collector.
Yeah, for sure.
It sounds cool, but I mean, like, And then I'm just reading some descriptions, and Liquid Sky was one. Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
It was cool. The thing that originally sort of drew me to it was that it's the only other film that Paula E. Shepherd did. Paula E. Shepherd was the actress who played Alice in Alice, Sweet Alice. So that was the first thing that I thought. It's like, oh, this is the only other film she did. I wonder what it was about. So I looked into it a little bit and saw some screenshots, and I was like, wow, this looks like really trippy and cool and very 80s and stuff. So so I grabbed the Vinegar Syndrome release and then just watched it last week, and I definitely thought of you. I thought, this is one Skinslip would probably really dig.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool.
I just want to know which universe is it where E.T. and this movie were combined into one?
Well, actually, this one, because the other movie no. Okay, so carrying on with the news. So official trailer for the dark comedy Cunts That Kill. I mean, Looks That Kill. Couldn't resist. The story of a teenage boy who deals with the ups and downs of being lethally attractive. Wow, that actually does sound kind of similar.
That's so gee.
Lethally, it's so attractive that people die just, by looking at him, I guess? Or I don't know. But I like dark comedy, so I'm going to check that out. Hello, kitty cat. Sherlock just dominating the desk there. It's like, yep, this is my place because I say so. I am cat. Official trailer for the Netflix fantasy series Cursed, premiering July 17th. A teenage sorceress named Nimue encounters a young Arthur on his quest to find a powerful and ancient sword, based on the illustrated novel by Tom Wheeler and Frank Miller. Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Cool. I'll have to check that out.
Frank Miller drew something for kids. Nice.
Yeah. Official trailer for the HBO Max adult animated series Close Enough, premiering July 9th. A comedic look. Oh, I actually watched the trailer for this. This looks hilarious. I just wish it wasn't only on HBO Max. A comedic look on a couple trying to face various challenges in their daily lives while trying to cope with their changes from 20s to 30s by J.G. Quintel, creator of the Cartoon Network series Regular Show. The series was originally set to debut on TBS in 2017, but was pulled and has sat on the shelf until now. And I'm actually kind of glad that it's going on a streaming service now because they can be a little more raunchy with the humor and the language, which I think is more appropriate for this type of show from what I saw in the trailer. Looks good. I definitely like to check it out. Let's see. First sneak... Oh, well. Okay. Hold on.
Well,
I'll move.
I'm sure she'll be back.
Yes, I'll just move this over here. Okay. Hold on. I actually need to make it a little...
By the time you figure it out, she'll be back.
I know. But she'll be at the bottom probably because it rearranges everybody based on what order they come in. So... There she is. Welcome back.
It just randomly freezes every now and then.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Hey.
Well, hey!
Right.
Rosie's Italian now,
with the
apparently.
news.
Anyway, first sneak peek at Justice League The Snyder Cut, depicting Diana Prince finding a mysterious mural to Darkseid. Okay,
Interesting.
cool. Movies and TV news. It was announced this week that the 2019 documentary... Oh, yeah, really excited about this one. It was announced that this week the 2019 documentary that explored 1980s horror In Search of Darkness would be receiving a sequel. The writer and director of the first installment, David Weiner, will return to helm the follow-up. In Search of Darkness Part 2 will be available this October as both a standalone title and a double pack with Part 1. Cool. I wonder if they're going to do, like, special editions with special hosts like they did last time. Be interesting to see.
I would like to point out that I giggled because everyone else giggled.
Oh, sure. Actor Ewan McGregor will loan his voice to Jiminy Cricket in Guillermo del Toro's adaptation of Pinocchio. The film will premiere for Netflix and be done in stop-motion animation. Cool.
That's going to be crazy. Are you kidding me?
I look forward to that.
Awesome.
More dark fairy tales from Guillermo del Toro. Bring it on. Guillermo. Yeah. I'm awful. Anyway, horror streaming service Shudder has ordered Season 3 scripts for their series Creepshow, while Season 2 is nowhere near in the can. As Shudder General Manager Craig Engler explained in a statement, the script order is a contingency plan to allow showrunner Greg Nicotero and the creators behind the show to get as far ahead as possible. Now that is faith in your show. Holy shit. That's awesome. I still need to see that. I hear it's great. I think Season 1's on Blu-ray now, isn't it? Or it just came out on Blu-ray? It's coming out on Blu-ray?
Hey.
I will check. Hold on.
You could just use Shudder.
Yeah, but then I'd have to pay money on a monthly
You
basis.
have to pay money.
But I want it on Blu-ray.
I want everything on Blu-ray, including standard definition content, because Blu-ray is a superior medium.
Me too.
It is.
Content as
It is.
closely as originally presented.
Higher bit rates for the win.
Oh yeah, and the
Creepshow
not even just the
2.
bit rate, not even
Oh,
it's the
yeah.
way it compresses the footage, the way it presents footage, a video. It presents it exactly as you intend it to, as closely as it can. Unlike MPEG, which really actually distorts the image.
Yeah.
Like everything about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's why I like Blu-ray a lot. It's a very nice medium. I didn't like HD DVD nearly as much.
But to me, DVD is more natural. Fuck off. Just go away.
Well, then have fun.
Dumbass.
I don't give a shit.
Your eyes.
It's more
You kiss your sister. What's your
natural.
fucking point?
More natural.
Guy, don't kiss your sister. It's just,
Your face is more natural. Just go away.
You bit my sister, but that's the point.
What was that? I can't hear you.
It's like, you make out with your sister with that mouth? Ooh, Creepshow 3. That's the best of all of them.
It's by that company that's cashed in. They did Return of the Living Dead 4 and 5. Same company.
Oh,
Cash
amazing.
in the name only, and it's all dog shit.
Excellent.
It's not. No, it's not worth your time or money. Trust me.
Totally have to pay as much as possible for that.
No, you just wait till it shows up on a streaming service you already pay money for, and then you watch it.
There you go. Okay.
Or you find it free on YouTube by mistake. Oh,
So,
that's cool.
I
Watch it now.
think it was announced for. I'm not seeing a Creepshow Season 1 Blu-ray here, but I'm pretty sure it was announced. I guess it just hasn't come out yet. So.
No, it was announced. It's coming out in October, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Makes
Halloween.
sense, yeah.
Good Halloween treat.
Or maybe it might be a September. It's like right around the time, though. So it's closer.
Right.
Season.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here.
I don't love DVD because DVD is terrible.
Speaking of scripts, the Duffer Brothers has finished writing the scripts for Season 4 of Stranger Things. The 4th season
cool.
will be 9 episodes.
It's the last one, I think, right?
Maybe? I think it is,
Pretty sure.
actually. Yeah, I think it is.
I'm going to continue dancing.
Peter Jackson's special effects company, Weta Digital, will be launching their own animation division. That's pretty good news. Pretty cool news, actually.
Yeah.
The New Zealand-based company said Thursday that creating animation has been a long-held dream of majority owners Jackson and Fran Walsh, who will write, produce, and direct several animation projects for the company. Details of those projects were not yet disclosed. Cool. Down for that. In a recent interview, director Joe Cornish revealed that he and actor John Boyega had been discussing ideas for a sequel to his beloved alien invasion film 2011's Attack the Block. Says, "We've got ideas, and I've met with John Boyega a couple months ago to talk about it. We've always had ideas after the first one, but obviously we've both been busy doing different things. In a way, the longer you leave it, the more interesting it is. So that's all I'll say." Ah, interesting. I haven't seen Attack the Block. I heard it was really good, though.
Really fucking good. You'll love it. It feels like a John Carpenter film.
Nice. Excellent.
Really cool.
I'll have to check that
Like,
out.
really, really cool. I want to buy it.
Cool. Fox Entertainment is taking the next big step in its animation expansion with its first fully owned series. It will come from Emmy-winning Rick and Morty co-creator Dan Harmon. Under the pact, Fox Entertainment's first direct talent deal with a built-in series commitment, Harmon will create and develop a comedy series targeted to premiere on the network in spring 2022. All right, cool.
That says, we'd all buy Creepshow 3 if Arrow did a limited edition release. No, I actually wouldn't. I would not waste my fucking money. Not a damn cent.
I think, didn't Vestron put a Creepshow? Oh, no, it was Return of the Living Dead 3. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Return of the Living Dead 3, which is a great release. I have that.
Yeah, I still need
And no
to get
problem
that.
with Vestron, they just cost a lot.
Yeah, I would buy all of them if they didn't cost so damn much.
Exactly. I want Maximum Overdrive, but I can't pay you $27 for Maximum Overdrive. Dude,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like, it's been released so many times.
Well,
Just
I
give
want-
it to me.
Chopping Mall is the one that I really want. And
Oh, I got Chopping Mall.
Blood
I paid for
Diner
that
is
one.
another one I'd really
I
like
have
to get.
both those movies.
I
Oh,
want
great.
Blood Diner. I wish I had that
Yeah.
one.
I avenged you.
The only I bought Gate. I bought the Gate. I bought.
Oh, and The Gate. Yes, The Gate's
I
another
bought
big one.
the Gate. I bought Waxwork, and I bought Return of the Living Dead 3, and I bought the one we just mentioned. Fuck, I just
Did you get Beyond Reanimator?
No, I need to get that one. So I was
Okay.
kind of holding out to see if Arrow was going to release one in the UK,
No.
limited edition Fat Fox that goes with my other 2 Fat Foxes,
Oh, yeah.
but it didn't
I
happen.
got
so
the Arrow version of Beyond Reanimator.
There's no Beyond Reanimator from Arrow.
No, you
Bride
don't.
of Reanimator.
No,
that's
you
what it
don't,
is.
Stoud.
I got the Arrow version of Bride in regular, but I was hoping they'd release Beyond, but it hasn't happened.
I have the regular release. I have the Steelbook release of the Arrow Reanimator, the regular non-limited release of Bride of Reanimator, also Arrow, and then the Vestron release of Beyond. So
Very nice.
at some point, I'm going to sit down and watch the
Vestron.
trilogy. I've only ever seen the first one, so.
Waxwork, Chopping Mall, Gate, and Return of the Living Dead 3. Those are the 4 I have.
Okay, the ones I have, I've got Beyond Reanimator. I have Waxwork. It was gifted to me. I have
Such a great movie, by the way.
I have Gothic, which is the Ken Russell one, which is really good. Is that it? That might actually be it.
Yeah, well. There's also
Three.
the
I have-
Warlock set.
But hey, Waxwork's a double feature, so technically I have 4 movies.
Yeah.
Like, Warlock is the one I don't have any interest in, because those movies are not mine.
Warlock, yes.
I have the Wishmaster collection.
That's what I meant.
Wishmaster.
Sorry.
Wishmaster.
That's what
And
I
I
meant.
also have the Chopping Mall.
That's what I really want.
I'm saying this really slow and stupid.
I don't
but
know.
yeah.
That's more straight. But no,
Chopping-
Warlock.
I also have
Wishmaster,
Maximum Overdrive.
Okay.
And
Chopping
I want
Mall.
Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chopping
Wax-
Mall and The Gate would probably be the 2 I would want most.
and the Gate. I have that.
The Gate is
those.
such a childhood important film to me that I
Yes.
literally pre-ordered that one. I paid $29 for that stupid thing.
It's pretty important to me too because I think it was actually the first horror movie I saw in a theater.
Wow,
be-
that's cool.
Because when it came out, I think it was like it was either PG or adult accompaniment, which was basically the equivalent.
PG-13. one of those
It was
things,
like the
yeah.
equivalent, the Canadian equivalent of PG-13.
Okay.
So I remember a friend and I went to see it. It was like, oh, we can actually go to see this horror movie because we're old enough. It was like, okay. So we went to see it, and I don't remember much about it. I remember they find like a gate to hell or something in their backyard, but I just remember really liking it. And
Well, they dig out the tree falls over in a storm, and then someone happens to play a record backwards, and it unleashes, At the same
they're
time,
checking out. It's like kids checking out backmasking in like heavy metal
And
music or
heavy metal
something,
walks
right?
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It sounds vaguely familiar, but
It's
I
a
honestly,
really good movie.
but I honestly
like
don't
it.
think I've actually seen it since it was in theaters. So it would be like a huge nostalgia trip for me. But yeah, I definitely want to get that one. Sometimes the Vestron ones go on sale too. I've noticed. Like once in a blue moon, there'll be a couple of them that are cheap. So
I got the Wishmaster collection because it was on sale for like $18. I was like,
wow, because nobody wants
4
it.
movies for $18. I mean, even if they suck.
Uh huh. And I'm dying. Okay. Let's see. Kristen Stewart is set to play Princess Diana, who married into the British royals as Lady Diana Spencer. In Pablo Larraín's drama, Spencer, Stewart will portray Diana as she decides during her Christmas holidays with the royal family at the Sandringham estate in Norfolk, England, to leave her marriage to Prince Charles. Production is expected to begin in early 2021. Okay, interesting. Really have no interest in anything to do with the royal family personally, but hey, if that's your thing, more power to you. Speaking of casting, Oscar winner winning actor who won an Oscar, Jamie Foxx, has confirmed that he will play Mike Tyson in an upcoming biopic about the life of the American former heavyweight boxer. Interesting.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's so weird.
yes.
It's like he's like 50 years old. He can play like 20-year-old Mike Tyson.
That's just how good an actor he is.
I'm sure they'll de-age him a bit.
Oh yeah.
He's got a really good face anyway. He looks very young.
He's yeah.
But
Very
handsome still.
Casting for the highly anticipated film with Fox in the lead role was first announced in 2014, but after a 6-year hiatus, the production seems to have finally gained some steam. I still haven't seen that one with Will Smith about Muhammad Ali. I heard that one was really good.
Make sure you
Ali.
get the director cut one
Yeah.
out.
Ali, yes, I really
It
want
is
to.
really good.
I want to see
There's
that.
Isn't
Direct-
it Oliver
Yeah.
Stone?
And there's
I
No.
think it's Oliver.
Michael
What?
Mann.
Michael Mann.
Michael Mann, and there's a
Make
director's
sure you
cut.
get the director's cut. Yes.
Nice,
It's longer. It's better.
excellent.
The fight scenes are better shot. Better
It's
edited.
also one to watch right now because of everything going on with Colin Kaepernick. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
It's not exactly the same thing, but it's kind of similar.
Oh, okay. Some similar issues, yeah.
So I make party later.
Warner Brothers is planning on skipping San Diego Comic-Con this year and will instead launch DC Fandom. Okay. A free global online event boasting big announcements and new content from across the DC's TV, movies, games, and comics, and will only be available for 24 hours. The event will take place on August 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific time. This fucking Warner just has to do everything by themselves. Like, just, oh, we're Warner Brothers. All right, whatever.
Oh, I've eaten this pizza.
And finally, Justin Roiland's Hulu series Solar Opposites has been renewed for a second and third season. There you go. Excellent.
I heard that was a very good one. Surprise, surprise.
Well, and you thought last week had a lot of gaming news? Well, get ready for the same amount, more or less. Here's Eric,
Have some food and then I'm gonna
aka
go
Garbage
to bed.
Gamer. Hello, Gamer du Garbage. How are you? Comment ça va?
Because I have to wait until, like,
As I respond in Spanish.
Hola.
Hola, senor. Anyway, so yeah, gaming news for this week. What do we got?
What do we got?
How are you?
I am good.
I'm horny.
Me
Awesome.
too. Not really.
Always horny though. It's not really a feat.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first bit of gaming news, we got a gameplay trailer this week for Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh yeah.
And it kind of explained the different modes and
Mhm.
going in. Looks fucking amazing.
Uh-huh.
One of the things that they announced separately, wasn't in this trailer, but it can be played completely from start to finish in VR.
Cool. So like you're in the
Oh.
cockpit of an X-wing.
Oh
the
my
whole
god, that'd be
freaking-
intense. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking
the
all
entire
around.
game
Wow.
can be played in VR.
That'd be
Yeah, I
pretty,
heard people
pretty
saying
awesome.
like,
That's all
imagine
they said.
when you
Now-
when you crash down and you're spiraling and spiraling.
Close your eyes.
You're in VR, experiencing that.
Just close your eyes.
Like I
Dying.
said, they just said it could be completely played in VR. They didn't say if it's going to be on PlayStation VR,
Mm.
PC, or it's just PC or something or whatever.
Like Seth
So
Rogen's
they just said
laugh
it
as
can
the
be
echo.
played in VR. So
Mm-hmm.
that's all we know.
Like that.
I
Uh,
heard
that
people
rough
saying they're
laugh
going to be
that
Puke
Seth has.
Skywalker.
Puke Skywalker.
Yep.
Oh man. Next one, we got an official reveal trailer. Prepare yourselves, people. New Pokemon Snap.
Whoa. Were we
Coming
talking
to
about
the-
that a
yeah.
few weeks ago? Like, why don't they do a new version
No.
of that?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I've been saying it for years. We've all been saying it for years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a sequel to that we've wanted for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
It's been 20 years since Pokemon Snap on the N64, and this is the official sequel called New Pokemon Snap.
There you go.
And it's going to, and from in the trailer, it looks like they're going to include Pokemon from all regions, all the way up to Sword and Shield.
Nice.
Score money you've seen in the trailer, so it's just like, well, there you go.
I'm excited.
Sounds
Oh, yeah,
good.
so am I. I have not played a Pokemon Snap game in probably 15 years, so it's gonna be fun to go back.
Sounds very good.
Another announcement coming from the PlayStation front. They announce that people who buy a PlayStation 5 won't have to buy a game also,
Ah.
as it's going to come with one, and it's going to come with Astro's Playroom, actually.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yes. And I watched the trailer again. I really looked at the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives me hardcore Mario Odyssey and Zelda the Minish Cap vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know why
What's hilarious is Rosie fired up the PS4 Playroom today, coincidentally, and I was swatting. Of course, the camera's in front of me, so she like comes over to me and is hovering over me, and I'm just like swatting the robots around again, and yeah, it was fun. And then I was like, go away, go away, go away. So she
yeah,
launched more of them at me.
So it looks like it launched if you pick up a PS5, you'll be getting Astro's Playroom. I don't know if it's obviously going to be like a digital only version. Because it looks like they do plan on releasing it physically. Um, so it might be, you know, you
Oh,
can buy the
really?
physical
They're
copy
like
or
gummy
get a free
marshmallow
digital
things.
version.
They're really
That's
good.
interesting because the original is just digital. Like you just download it
Yeah,
and
like I
off
say,
you
because
go.
this is a
Quit
full
shoving your
game,
ass in
like
Yeah.
an
everybody's
actual,
faces.
like full announced title.
That's cool
So,
because
Stop
those are
it.
cute characters. I always thought like they'd
oh yeah,
they'd be
I've
good in a
always
game. Yeah.
and like I said, and I'm glad it's getting this attention
I need to
because
go
there
grab
was
some
literally
food.
nobody that said anything bad
I
about
know,
the
I don't care.
Astros,
They
the
can
little
eat me
Astro
alive
characters.
for all I
Mm-hmm.
care.
They said it was a neat little distraction and a fun little like playroom. Even the VR, the PlayStation VR Astro little game that they had, where you know fought a giant cat and did all these little things with tanks, stuff like that.
You all right, Rose? Hello. How's it going?
Oh,
I just stood
um,
and my entire hip cracked.
Oh, your entire hip,
nice.
all of the
All,
hip.
My
all of
right
the hip.
hip.
I see.
A surprise
Um,
glomp
they
from
just had, yeah, they
Rosie.
had nothing bad to say about those
Headphones
characters and the world that
clashing.
they created. And so, yeah, I'm glad it's getting, you know, the game, the full game it deserves, I guess. So, let's see, next one on the list here. I am diving a little bit into some news from last week because last week was pretty much dominated from the PS5 live event.
Yes.
So the bit of news that I pulled from last week is actually one that I think is pretty cool. If anyone is interested in those arcade archives that's been releasing on the PS4, the Switch, and I think the PS3 also,
Yeah.
they added another game to their archive. They added the arcade version of Sunset Riders.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and it's launched on the PS4 and on the Switch. I think it came out sometime last week.
Nice.
So I don't know how much it is. Usually their arcade archives are
How the hell do you
between
guys have
$5 and $10.
guns? Oh, never mind.
Usually $9.99 for higher end games, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so I mean, I have many memories of playing Sunset Riders on the Super Nintendo and all of that. So yeah, seeing the arcade version is cool. I've since played the arcade version,
Leave me
and I can
alone,
say
you son of a
it's
fuck.
worth it if you like classic side-scrolling shooting action. And
Cool.
Leave me alone.
last but not least here, and this is a bit of a long one, but
Jill?
we have another big announcement that got announced from Arcade 1-Up. They released their season 4, that's what they're calling it, line of new cabinets. And the new cabinets are as follows. We have a replica Miss Pac-Man cabinet that is coming with Galaxian, Pac-Mania, and Pac-Man Plus. So it's going to have Miss Pac-Man, Galaxian, Pac-Mania, and Pac-Man Plus.
Nice.
They are releasing. So the game I announced, that game I say first, is what the entire cabinet is designed after.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one they announced is an X-Men versus Street Fighter cabinet, and it's going to come with X-Men: Children of the Atom, Marvel vs. Capcom: Clash of the Superheroes, and Mutant Apocalypse.
Nice.
Go back here, you son of a fuck.
Steering away from their cabinets, they actually announced their very first set of their line of pinball machines, and they announced their
Yes, finally, eh?
yeah. So the first one they're releasing now at CES last year, they showed off a Star Wars pinball machine.
Nice.
The one they're releasing right now is a Marvel pinball machine, and it's running Zen Pinball.
Cool.
So it's gonna be a Zen Pinball base. So it's not gonna be. I guess you could turn off what I found out for Zen Pinball. You could turn off those fancy effects, have like the 3D model characters that run around and do unrealistic things. You could turn those on and off. But the big selling point for me is the fact that these are gonna come with real plungers, like actual, instead of just like a button that you press to launch the ball. It's gonna come with an analog plunger. So that's a big deal for a lot of people. And last but certainly not least, the Madmen, they finally did it.
Uh-oh.
They released their very first, or they were going to be releasing their very first light gun cabinet.
Oh, nice.
And it is a Big Buck Hunter Pro cabinet.
Nice.
And it's gonna have Big Buck Hunter Pro, Buck Hunter Safari Open Season and Safari Outback. And it's gonna, and the pictures, it looks like the big buck hunter cabinet. It's gonna come with 2 large plastic shotguns that are hardwired into the machine.
Excellent.
And yeah, it's gonna be big buck hunter. So
Big buck hunter.
So that, yeah. Like, so we were kind of wondering about
I'll be right back.
the different arcade control schemes. I think I've always talked about this. That the arcade cabinets that I'm interested in are the ones that are more than just a joystick and some buttons. You know, those are easy to emulate. Those are easy to recreate. You know, it's the light gun cabinets, the driving cabinets, the weird sit-down machines, all the ways that they've created to control arcade games over the years. You know, how far are they going to go? And yeah, it looks like they're willing to dive into light gun. So
nice.
That is a positive thing for the future, even if you're not a big Hunter fan.
Here's the thing: they probably are doing the big buck hunter thing because Walmart's probably got a deal with them. I think they own that like.
No, they do not.
No.
The company or whatever, the software company or whatever.
Nope, they don't own Big Buck Hunter.
The
license they got.
It just feels like it because we always see those games on discount at Walmart.
Right. I think it's a deal with them. I think they're doing it. And I bet if it does well, we'll see other light gun games.
Yeah,
no, they actually announced who they were.
Space Gun, please. Space Gun. I want Space Gun.
For the light gun cabinet. The arcade cabinets.
I want those ones with the FMV.
It's with
the digitized.
Oh yeah, like Lethal Enforcers.
Yeah, but the other ones, the lesser known ones, you know.
The lesser known ones. I guess
yeah,
I don't know those.
They actually got a license through the arcade manufacturers, Raw Thrills.
Ah, there you go.
Raw Thrills.
So, like I said, all these cabinets they're releasing, they're all licensed.
No.
So, like the Miss Pac-Man one, it's a license from Capcom. So whoever currently owns it. Marvel's obviously they've with the Star Wars cabinet, they already announced they had a Disney license.
Okay.
Last season's Burger Time cabinet that comes with Karate Champ, Caveman Ninja, and Bad Dudes. That's a Data East license they have.
Nice.
So it's just like they wait for the licenses, then they release the games that way.
And just get a bunch, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this one's through Raw Thrills, which is because I think the other ones they got is I think it's Incredible Technologies, which is why they have the Golden Tee golf machines. I believe. I think they still own the rights to those. Yeah, it still has 'cause it has the IT logo on the side. So yeah, anyway, getting into arcade things, but yeah, that's really kind of just the big. Not a lot of news this week, but
that's the big stuff.
That was the big one for me.
That's pretty cool though. Like those arcade one-up cabinets have really taken off. Like I can't believe how many people buy them. Like
that's their this season with these 4 that got announced. This is their 20th original design cabinets that they've released in like 3 years.
That's crazy.
So it's just like it's blowing up. They've found their niche and they are running with it, and I'm so glad to see that it's doing well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, afraid that they were gonna these initial ones that had these simple games like Galaga and Pac-Man and Space Invaders, and
still,
still then
classics,
it was gonna die off and on.
But then it
kicked off.
Yeah, getting better and better licenses. Well, there's that Star Wars one.
The Star Wars
one. The Ninja Turtles one.
Star Wars, Ninja Turtles, and what's recently from last season that is just now coming out, the NBA Jam cabinet.
Oh yeah. Well, and there was the Street Fighter one as well. Like they've put out some really good ones.
The big one with the Street Fighter one, or not Street Fighter, but the NBA Jam one, was it actually is online playable.
Oh, okay.
It has online leaderboards, and you can play online.
Interesting.
With it, so that was another big. They're innovating like crazy with these things. So, and they're not expensive. That's the big one. These cabinets are fairly low if you get the riser, which is like $30.
Well, I mean, even without the risers, they're too expensive for me. But I mean, like, they're not expensive in comparison.
In comparison, yeah, to a $3,000 cabinet when you're paying $400.
Right.
You know. And some of them you can like people have found their Walmarts are liquidating some of their like first release models, and some of them are liquidating out for like $75.
I would love to get one, but I can't afford it. Even at 75.
I see it all the time in the news. They're like, oh, or on Reddit, they're talking about how they were wandering around through their local Walmart, or they were at Target, or they were at Home Depot, and they found these old dusty boxed, first run arcade cabinets, and they were marked down to $75 or $50. And so they're like, I grabbed 4 of them. So.
Oh yeah, once you're able to, can you send
Problem
us
for me is
our own Quack.
Yeah, Quack got one pretty cheap. Yeah.
Got one really cheap from Walmart.
Yeah. I mean, the problem for me is not just the cost of them, but also space. Like, I know, yes, they're technically smaller than a full-size arcade cabinet, but you put a riser on it, it's
not small.
Basically a full-size arcade cabinet.
They're as wide as a full-size cabinet, but they're about half the height.
So it's more about space. Like, if I had a house that I could, like, have a big family room in the basement and just have a bunch of them up against the wall, sure, I'd do that. That'd be great. But, that's a Zaranyzerak from another timeline. That's not this Zaranyzerak that can do that right now. So
yeah, it's good for nostalgia gaming. And Major Potoko says, "House of the Dead, please."
Oh yeah, for the light gun games for sure.
Me, I would love. I think we were talking about this a couple days ago. Me and Skinslip were talking about that. My like, I know it will never happen because these are all from different companies. My dream light gun cabinet would be like a House of the Dead with House of the Dead 1 or 2, Time Crisis, Area 51, and like Police Trainer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or something like that.
Space Gun. Get Space Gun in there. Love Space Gun.
Space Gun. And everyone forgets about the game Carnival.
Carnival. I don't know if I know that one.
If you've never seen like
Carnival, holy shit.
Sean, that is literally like light gun game designed for you.
Okay.
Yes. It's so
It is a horror-themed carnival light gun game with 3D graphics, and it's just like
it's really cool.
Imagine it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Crypt Killer.
Okay.
A little bit in a way. It's just like it's demented and messed up, and there's like a Christmas-themed one where it's like demons and gremlins running around in Santa hats and.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's fun.
Cheeto dust.
What I was always surprised at is that Chiller got a release on the NES.
Yes, it did.
And
it was uncensored.
Was it uncensored? Okay, I thought
they'd
made changes to it, but wow.
No, there was an overseas release actually that was censored. The US one, the NES one, was not.
That's hilarious.
I know. It is just. I don't know.
I was one of the lucky ones that actually saw it in the arcade back in the day and played it in the arcade, and I was like, "Wow, this is messed up. I love it."
Yeah, Quack did just get one of those arcades recently. He posted in their show
dick. Apparently, someone was a dick. Okay, well, thanks, Jail.
My personal favorite thing to shoot in Killer was the head squisher.
The head squisher.
Because you shot the handle and it spun and it.
Oh right, yeah. I would always hit I like to hit the one on the rack where it would spin the rack and just keep going faster and faster and faster, and then rip their arms and legs off.
And when you just get bored, the person that's on the other rack that's facing you,
yes,
you just like slowly disembowel it completely till it's just like a bloody mass on the wall.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. We need a high-def remake of Chiller.
Yes. I mean, come on, they did Splatterhouse. I mean, geez, they could do Chiller.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, cool. So is that all the gaming news?
That is.
Excellent. All the news that is fit to news. Alrighty, so a bunch of obits this week. So in memoriam.
Oh yeah, this one really sad one.
So this week we lost Alan Metter, American film director with a 27-year career from 1978 to 2005. He helmed such works as 1985's Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which I think we were just talking about the other week too, as an early Jeff Goldblum film. 1986's Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield, and 1994's Police Academy Mission to Moscow.
Yeah, the worst one.
Yeah.
The literal worst one.
Yeah, there you go.
The one I've been dreading watching again. I'm gonna have to watch all, but I mean, God.
Dame Vera Lynn, British singer, songwriter, and entertainer whose musical recordings and performances were largely popular during the Second World War. She was widely known as the Force's sweetheart and gave outdoor concerts for the troops in Egypt, India, and Burma during the war as part of Entertainment's National Service Association, ENSA. The songs most associated with her are We'll Meet Again, There'll Be Bluebirds Over the White Cliffs of Dover, A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square, and There'll Always Be in England. Lynn made it to the ripe age of 103. So there you go. So she definitely lived a good life. Pat Brymer, well-known puppeteer and puppet builder. Brymer created an updated version of the Woolly Lamb Chop character for renowned puppeteer and ventriloquist Sherry Lewis, as well as acted as principal puppeteer on 2004's Team America World Police.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Most famously, he brought to life the country club Gopher from the 1980s comedy classic Caddyshack.
I didn't know that.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all. That was all new.
Yeah.
Hey, Strega! I just noticed.
Hey, Princess Strega. We also lost Gene Kennedy Smith, American diplomat, activist, humanitarian, and author who served as United States Ambassador to Ireland from 1993 to 1998. Smith was the founder of Very Special Arts, VSA, an internationally recognized nonprofit dedicated to creating a society where people with disabilities can engage with the arts. Smith was the last surviving sibling of John F. Kennedy. We lost Mark Glamak, Emmy-nominated animator with 26 years in the industry from 1976 to 2002. He worked on such classic programming as Life with Louie, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, The Incredible Hulk, Hanna-Barbera's Godzilla, and many others.
Wow.
And this one is the one that really hit me this week, and probably a lot of you as well. We lost Sir Ian Holm this week.
That's the one that really hurt.
Yeah. Legendary English theater, TV, and film actor with a career spanning 57 years from 1957 to 2014. Best known for iconic roles in Terry Gilliam's Time Bandits and Brazil, Luc Besson's The Fifth Element, Bilbo Baggins and Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit trilogies, his Oscar-winning performance in Chariots of Fire, the android Ash in Ridley Scott's Alien, of course, and folks, I could go on and on. Yeah, he did so much stuff.
I had no idea he was the same guy.
Oh, really?
Bilbo. Yeah.
Apparently,
I read that and was like, oh my god, it is him.
Yeah, he's the older Bilbo,
Like,
not the Martin Freeman Bilbo.
But it's funny, it's like I had like I loved both characters very deeply for different reasons, and then like I didn't connect the two, and I read it, I was like, oh my god, it is him.
Yeah.
It's like it clicked. It never clicked before.
Oh yeah, no,
bad.
that was when I first saw Lord of the Rings. Of course, I'm also huge fan of Ian Holm. I was like overjoyed to see that they got him to play Bilbo. I was like, oh my god, it's him. But and he was wonderful. Played it perfectly.
apparently he also played Napoleon 3 times.
Three times, really?
Three
Wow.
times.
Wow.
Hey,
That's awesome.
some actors are that character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Apparently he was
And
that.
you can see it too when you look at a picture of Napoleon and look at Sir Ian Holm. It's like, yeah,
I can see
there's
that.
that similarity.
Yeah.
When I found out that he passed away, one of the first pictures I saw that was posted on Facebook in memoriam of him was that scene. It was obviously text was modified, but it was a scene that they were walking away from the big fancy city in the first Lord of the Rings,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all of them standing with each other, and they're all waving, and it says, have a great time on your next journey.
Oh,
And it's like that, and
yeah.
it's just like, and it's him with like a backpack on, just kind of like,
Walking away.
yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And it's like, yeah.
Beautiful.
He lived a long life, and I'm happy about that. But
He did.
it does suck the way that he did end up going, though.
He will live down in history as one of the great
What
actors.
do we know? What it was?
I was told it was Parkinson's.
Oh, really?
The same thing Michael J. Fox
Michael
has.
J. Fox.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a shame. But
That's me.
that's
Mark.
probably why he didn't participate in the Alien Isolation stuff as well. Then, because they got all the rest of the cast back except him. He was like the one actor
thought
that
you were
didn't come
Brinsley.
back.
Oh, that makes sense why he wasn't there. 'Cause the
And
Alzheimer's,
I
right?
wondered why, but if that was the case, then
Sure.
he probably just wasn't up to it. Period.
Oh,
Parkinson's.
shit.
Sorry,
Or
wrong one.
Parkinson's, yeah.
My brain just farted. It's time.
That's okay. Wow. Well, that is all the news that fits to geek. Yes.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And
Look what you did.
Look what you did. Alrighty, so
Please don't
Mhm.
kill me. Whoever's near me.
Yes.
Really now.
pickups.
Pickups?
Wait for
I
Skinslip
have
to get back.
pickups.
I'm sure there's
Fuck you, Blades.
so she has
I
some-
have
some
13 pickups
pic-
this week.
Wow, and here I was all excited by having 9. You just had to one up me, as usual.
Welcome to my world.
Ugh.
I
Ugh.
have 1.
You got 13. You got 1. I've got 9. And Skinslip. Who knows? Who knows? Manic says, is Skinslip's connection related to the clapper? Stout
I
clap
think it's
Skinslip
that
out of
she,
existence.
like,
Yeah.
Cast has an issue where it freezes up sometimes,
Oh yeah.
and so she probably.
I think we all guessed
Closed
that
cast and
007.
reopened
I think you made that abundantly clear earlier. Like, oh my god, PSVR. Whoa, dude.
Clap what?
I'm just gonna say
Just clap
007,
again.
The PSVR.
Clapping Skinslip back into existence.
The PSVR is
Slow
what made me
clap.
wanna
There you
get-
go. It worked.
It's gonna work.
Hey!
Yeah,
What
it's
made me
not a
wanna get an
connection
Oculus?
issue. It's a
You always
computer
just-
shit in the bed issue.
Oh, excellent.
Oh.
Everyone is
Either
fucked
rage
up
at
right
us
now.
or at
I'd like pause the stream. What
I'm
fucking
sorry.
happened?
Crazy. Rose?
Uh,
So we're just saying pickups.
I
Stoud's
got 2 things.
You got 2. Stoud's got 13. Garbage
coming
has
through okay?
1.
Yeah.
You are just a little stuttery, but you can hear you. And goodbye.
No.
Now you're back.
What is
And-
causing the CPU is shitting the bed?
Really? Is it maybe
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
do an
not
update or something in the background, just not telling you?
No,
Mine
no,
does
this is
that.
some other thing. I think it's just my processor's just old and I need to clean it,
Hmm.
so it's just choking.
I would say, is
Choking
it
on dust.
actually
Holy shit.
literally choking? And then, like, is it trying? The fan's trying to breathe through dust right now.
Did you need to reboot?
Probably.
it's me.
No, I need to open it up and clean it.
Well, I know that, but I meant as a temporary solution, just to
No,
freshen
no, that's
everything
not
up.
gonna fix it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Is it mine
Fine.
for now?
We're all fine here.
Close Chrome. That'll free up some
I don't-
cycles because the thing's insane.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think anybody's really fine right now. I'm just saying that.
Figuratively
2020
fine,
has
not
been a hell of
literally
a fucking
fine.
Like my
Here.
CPU's like 35% and it's having this problem. Perspective.
That's ridiculous. That should be
Yeah.
fine.
That's been
Well,
my
what the
experience, too.
fuck, Skinslip CPU? Get it together.
I did post on Facebook saying if 2020 were a cocktail, it would be colonoscopy prep.
Oh God.
Great.
Oh,
So, let's start with garbage here. You've got 1. Keep it nice and simple.
Is Stout broke for everyone else?
No?
No.
Maybe
Nope.
too.
you want me to reload?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Or
Well, then, we'll wait.
If she still can't see me, then I will reload myself, and then
Okay.
that should fix it. It has fixed it in the past. Just,
I'll go get some pizza
Throwing
while
out
we're waiting.
solutions.
I'll be back.
okay.
Alrighty. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I realized that there's probably a whole group of people who have no idea why we do that.
I don't even remember why we do that or where it came from.
There's,
I have
we were
no-
watching a
What's
really
that?
lot of meme videos, and a lot of them had Bobby Hill from King of the Hill going,
Oh, Bobby.
"Okay."
Okay. That? Why do we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Can
why.
you see? Can you see me now?
Yeah,
I'm not
everything's a little
fucked up?
stuttery and shit for me, but
What were you
that's
saying about VR to me?
my computer just needs a replacement and I can't afford it. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 007. I was just gonna say, yeah, the first VR headset I ever got was a PlayStation VR, and it made me really curious about an Oculus.
Are you
If you
having,
ever
like,
get a chance to
a
upgrade to an
brain seizure or
Oculus,
something? Your head's
do it.
going
You think
everywhere.
PSVR is amazing?
Flicking.
PC VR is on a whole nother level. It is.
Oh.
It's crazy how much better it is. Now PSVR is amazing for what they were able to do with a console, but yeah,
Hey!
PC VR, holy shit!
If
Like
there's
the tracking. Imagine, you know how in PSVR, since you have one right now, your hands kind of jitter a little bit. Imagine that not being a thing. It's just there, and it's mapped directly. Like you can like somewhat take off the headset and look at your actual arm, and it will just
All right,
map
just warming
perfectly
up
to your
some
actual
pizza.
arm.
Just be a couple
And
minutes.
it's crazy.
Warming up some pizza.
all right, we're all back.
Oh, it seems to be
Everything's
working now.
fine now.
Yay!
I resolved this issue by turning it on and off again until it started working.
Okay, that works.
The
When
best
in
way to
doubt,
resolve
turn
this
it off
shit.
and on again. Okay.
Yell at it so that like let throw it out the window. You know.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
I once held my tower outside my window.
Oh, I
in the
remember
middle
that. I remember
of the
that.
chat, and then I almost dropped it.
You gonna work? You gonna work, motherfucker?
And
then
it started working.
Then it started working.
I was so angry. I
I
literally
remember
took the
that.
tower
Threat,
and I opened and I'm gonna fucking drop you. I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. I don't care. You're still plugged in.
Yeah. And then it started working.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you're just gonna fucking threaten it.
So, Garbage Gamer, what's on the screen first off? What is that over there? It looks cool.
It is Pokken Tournament DX.
Oh, Pokken,
That's a game
not
I need.
Tekken. Pokken.
Pokken Tournament.
Pokken. Okay.
With a nice hyper evolved Mewtwo. on the
Looks
inside
cool.
It's Pokemon Tekken.
It's
cover.
Pokken.
It's literally, yeah, it's
Oh.
literally it's a Pokemon fighting game.
That's why I called Pokken.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
get
yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of fun. It was a game on the Wii U, and it got re-released on the Switch in a DX version.
I'd like to get it for my Switch when I get a Switch. 'Cause I don't have one
Neat.
yet.
All right.
Uh,
So what did you get this week?
so actually, people have been looking at my pickup the entire night.
Really? How mysterious. Is it that can of compressed air over there?
Totally.
I knew it!
That
That
yellow
stack of
thing,
games
right?
right there?
The yellow thing?
It's
The yellow thing?
No. I was like,
Okay.
Is it that stack of games right there?
Is it one of the games in that stack of games?
Nope.
Okay.
Is it the entire stack of games?
Is it the thing that's running Pokken DX? No.
No.
It's a new Switch? No?
Is it that controller there that
Wait,
looks
wait,
like an old
wait,
PlayStation controller?
Wait. Is it the floppy disks in the container right
I
there?
was just going to
No, I've
guess
already
that. Yeah. Yeah.
no, I've already shown those.
Oh, I was just checking.
Okay.
You guys want a hint?
Is it your shirt?
Sure. We named
It's-
everything off.
You're looking at it, but you can't actually see it.
Oh, I know. It's your camera.
There you go.
Yes.
I finally got it.
Finally.
I was going to
I
ask you
totally
about
forgot
that
about
before
that.
the stream started.
It does
I was
look
like, wait a minute,
noticeably
this looks
better. Like,
Yeah,
noticeably
you notice
better.
color banding on my screen or anything like that.
No, it actually
Yeah.
looks normal. And this
like I said,
this
it's not
millennium.
a huge upgrade from my old camera. It is a Logitech. It's the B525,
Nice.
which is a 720p, 60 frames per second camera.
That works. That's good.
And yeah, it was literally the only Logitech camera that I could actually buy on Amazon.
Yeah, that's crazy
The
right
only
now.
one available.
Not a good time to be buying webcams.
No, and actually the only one, and I actually went to Logitech's website, and it was the only one that had a buy option on it.
No, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I snagged it. It was like, I think I paid a little bit more than what I should have. I think I paid like $65 for it. I don't remember exactly how much it was.
That's awesome, dude.
But I needed an upgrade because that one was on its last legs, as you saw.
Yes.
It was getting,
I was going to go grab my
getting
pizza. I'll be
kind
right
of
back.
chunky.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, I'm now, and also it has a wider field of view.
Don't ditch
So now-
me.
I can go like that. You could totally see all the way back
Pull it
behind
down
me.
too. Don't forget.
But I'm leaving
So,
in 1
you can now see
I'm
my-
leaving in 1 minute.
Well, he has
Actually,
it
you're on
kinda
stream.
cut off.
It's cut off a little bit. On
I know
stream.
it's cut off a bit on stream, but
What the hell?
when I go smaller,
Couldn't figure out where he
No,
went.
wrong one.
when I
He's pulling
go,
a
Yeah,
Stout.
that one is a thing.
I know I'm pulling a stout right now.
I picked up pizza.
There you go. But when I go back to the smaller screen, you'll be able to see that there's much more of my background. You can
I
actually see it's a
That's
wider
supposed to
field
be
of
like-
view.
Mm-hmm.
An
Excellent.
actual widescreen now.
Amazing.
I know, real widescreen,
Real widescreen, yeah, not my like
real
60
HD too.
and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it is actually 720p. The
Mhm.
the 260 is like a weird something version of 480p.
What was that
My
difference?
Yeah,
experience-
y'all can't even see
It's
the.
between 480 and 720. It's like five.
By the way,
568i or something.
my experience with Logitech cameras, in particular the ones with 60 frames per second, sometimes to get the 60 frames per second, you need to reset the camera. But
Yeah, mine.
I have to
only
reset
hits
mine all the
60 frames
time.
per second if I turn my white balance and brightness
Sorry.
down really low,
Hey,
or
Weird.
really
hear me?
dark,
mm,
and that is when
I
and you'll see the
accidentally unplugged my
noticeable
headset.
60 frames per second. Even
I,
here in CAP.
So I got
that's one of the
cut
reasons I
off.
have a light shining directly on me all the time, is because it goes dark, like noticeably darker with 60 frames.
Yeah.
What was the golden eye supposed
So-
I
to
was
be?
gonna
That's
say,
part
I've
of
had
the,
a good
part of the
balance here,
reason.
about
Part of the
30
way.
plus
That's
here.
because it's not a real photo sensor. So part of the way it's controlling white balance
It's
is
not
adjusting
helpful.
the fucking. What's the word I'm looking for? The not diopter. That's not the wrong word. It's the
f-stop?
shutter. Like the digital
Oh.
shutter inside. It's changing the way it
yeah,
works.
it's actually
Yeah.
physically changing it.
Yeah, and that's why it not physically. It's just the way it's like gathering the light changes, and that's why it gets dark because it's doing something
Like
different.
bright. It was the brighter it gets, the frame rate drops. Like it just tanks.
Oh,
You know, I can get
Um,
this thing down to like 10 frames a second if I get it bright enough.
Major Matoka has a bit of breaking gaming news. Says apparently Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time,
I still don't
was first
understand
leaked
what
through
that's
Korean
supposed
Game
to
Ratings
be.
Board, and now images from a trailer have also leaked online.
Oh, cool.
So we might be getting a new Crash Bandicoot. Sweet.
There you go.
Guessing the remaster sold really well.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh yeah, I have.
Me too.
All those remasters.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I've been trying to say for a while. Y'all in the chat can't see it, but we can see in the background at least one of his arcade cabinets.
Oh yeah, the framing's different on your
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Now there's a pivot.
It's because of how I have to crop it.
Oh yeah, see, hey look, I
There it
can show
is.
you.
Actually pivot this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I
There it
can
is.
see all the junk in the
Pivot,
electrical box that you guys
pivot.
can see.
And the Wolfenstein 2 box.
Yeah, I know, right?
I do collector's edition. Oh yeah, that black box sitting on the ground. That's my retro PC that I'm building right now.
Nice.
Ah, okay.
That's the rig down there.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is a cat to cause trouble. That's what you need. Just wandering around.
Oh,
They're lovely animals.
ice cream?
I love having a camera that I can pivot.
Or a cricket with impeccable comic timing again.
Oh god, that fucking cricket.
That time of year, it's bound to happen. I can already hear them outside the front door.
Oh, it's only a matter of time.
Let me in. Let me in.
I
So
So
funny.
far,
Oh,
nothing
you
will
love
nothing
ice
will beat
cream?
the beginning of winter last
You
year
love-
when I
you love
actually had a
cats.
field mouse running here.
Oh, great.
what?
That's lovely.
I'm so
Yep.
confused.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm cold. Let me in.
Yeah,
Stout.
ran into a trap.
Stout, what'd you get? Clearly not a new camera, because you
I've
still
got-
look like crap. No.
Thanks. So, the first two things I got this week were Mist.
Oh, you got one of the books.
books.
Nice.
yeah.
Because these are getting really freaking hard to find
Hardcover,
now.
too.
Like they're obviously out of print.
Yeah.
And
No,
if you look at it on Amazon, it's like some of these are going for like 30, 40 fucking dollars.
Oh, wow.
I found the Book of Tiana here and the Book of Denis, which is book 2 and 3.
I had the first one you
Hardcover.
showed there, the Book of Tiana, in paperback.
And they're both first editions, by the way.
Mm,
But I got them both for $18.
that's a really
So-
good price for those.
I was like, that's a great price considering how ridiculously expensive they've got. That's
Nice
and they're
condition,
gonna
too,
go
from
for
most
price now
of
that
them.
the series coming.
yeah.
It's
Mhm.
probably gonna be good.
No.
I just love I've always loved these. I had these before, but I've always loved the look of like the.
Oh, that's
pages.
really nice. Yeah,
So
like
beautiful.
it's some ancient text.
Yeah.
It's always sad when a game with an absolutely deep, incredible story
Artwork in there.
gets, barred by shitty gameplay.
Hmm.
Hey.
Well, that's the thing is, even if you can't
We
get
just
into
buy
the
these books
gameplay of
today.
the games, like these books
Just read the
are
books.
incredibly intricately detailed in terms
See, that's
of
what I'm talking about.
descriptions and
It's like
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
if you just
And they're
played
so
the game,
good.
the game is so frustratingly difficult that you'll miss out on some of this extreme deep lore in that game.
Yeah.
And it's just a general flaw in most of these games. Destiny 2 is a big problem with that right now.
Mm-hmm.
My friend does a podcast
Alright.
on the lore of that game.
I still need to get the Book of Atris, but
That's the first one.
that
Is
one
it? So it's
there's
just.
more of them because that's the first book. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Was there
Not
just
too
the
hard
three?
to find. What?
Was there just the three?
Oh god, don't go on fire again.
The 3 books? Yes.
So it's like a trilogy.
Book of Atris. Yeah. Book
Okay.
of Tiana and Book of Atris.
So you have all three?
I
or wait,
started.
No, he still
I
needs
still
the
need
first one.
what? Oh, okay.
I used to have them. The Mist Reader, as it's called, which has all 3 books combined in a paperback form,
Hmm.
now sells for over $50.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're talking
It's
about
3
a
books,
regular
though.
paperback
Yeah.
book.
I don't know. I've seen some chapbooks go for $400 or $500 easy. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but this is a regular paperback.
Yeah, but it's out of print, rare, low print run.
It's true.
There's your collector's
That's the main
pricing.
thing. Yeah. Anyways, my Twilight Time order finally came in. So I got Midsummer Night's a Sex Comedy because
Mhm.
it was a really cheap Woody Allen movie. I was like, okay,
Woody, I've
Woody
seen
Allen
that.
movie.
Yep.
we also thought
like
Time was
$7.
closing, so we didn't know they were gonna get
You're
revived.
They are.
on fire.
It's done.
Now I'm smoking.
Yeah, I'm just saying we didn't know at the time when we did the order.
Oh.
Because it was,
But they are basically. I was talking about this last week because my Twilight Time
Now
order
I'm
came in too.
smoking.
We thought that Screen Archive's announcement was that they were going to continue the line. They're not. They're basically just once the Twilight Time store closes, they're taking whatever remaining stock remains, like of the titles, and they'll just liquidate them through Screen Archives. But that's it. The label.
so they're not actually continuing.
No, unfortunately, the label's dead.
Okay.
It's just so that the back stock can still be sold, but the actual Twilight Time site and everything will be shut down.
Bummer.
I know.
3 coins in a fountain.
Never heard of it.
This is one that you got for free if you got like a certain amount of.
Okay.
No one wanted it. They probably didn't sell a single one of them. That's probably why.
Mm.
But I always, I wouldn't say always, but I wanted to watch this for a while simply because of the fucking scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles when they're on the fucking bus and he starts singing 3 coins in a fountain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
And nobody knows the words.
And then recently I had to do a bunch of posts for the website I write for about Rome. And of course, that's this is having to do with that. So, yeah.
Nice. All right.
It specifically has to do with a specific fountain in Rome. The biggest fountain in Rome, which I can't remember right now.
Of course not.
The Trevi.
Starts T-R-I, I think.
Tribute.
No.
The fountain.
Big giant.
Trivoli? Is that it? Trivoli? I don't.
Isn't that a brand of pizza?
Who?
So.
Insert.
Hey,
I got
I've
this
got that.
on Skinslip's recommendation.
That I
Yeah,
had
read
my eye on
No,
that. That
I
looked
saw
really
it
interesting.
found with Brinsley on the roof.
The description about them making a fucking porn movie.
Yeah.
Stars a bunch of really notable actors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got Lawman here.
I was looking at that.
Because
If anybody
it
finds
looked
any
interesting.
Brinsley,
It
I'm
sounded
sure.
interesting. Yeah.
That's
It
some
was a
great
cheap
review stuff.
fucking-
It looked
Yeah,
and
it's a
sounded
cheap fucking
interesting.
Western. I was like, I'm gonna check that out.
Everybody go to the middle.
Speaking of westerns that were cheap and affordable,
Mm-hmm.
Warlock.
Warlock.
Yeah.
It looks like
Believe it or not, it's Western.
that on your camera.
Yeah, you can't even tell what it says.
Oh,
you go.
there it is,
we go.
Warlock. I was going to say,
Or
the
not.
Julian Sands movie? That doesn't look anything like it.
Directed by Edward Dmytryk
Nice.
and starring, as if you couldn't tell, Henry Fonda.
I can't tell, so thanks for telling me.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's not that detailed.
Can't
Come on
really
now.
tell.
Your camera officially sucks worse
Yeah.
than Eric. It's official.
Wild Bill.
This is a 1080p camera.
I was looking.
Wild
So?
Bill.
It's not broadcasting in 1080p. You're all jaggy.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
You're so many jaggies to 1080p, that's for sure.
You're very VHS
Wild
Stoud.
Bill.
You're very 480, bro. I'm not even
Do
kidding.
you even 1080, bro?
No, he doesn't.
And then I got
Obviously.
In My Country.
Oh.
Samuel L. Jackson movie I
You
haven't seen.
Yeah, see,
Pertinent films that even now.
you got a lot of the ones I was looking at as well, but I ended up only getting one because of the frickin' shipping.
And The Fortune Cookie, which is a Billy Wilder movie I haven't seen.
Exchange
Yeah,
rate
it's
and
Billy
shipping.
Wilder.
Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon sold.
Walter Lemon and
Yep.
Jack Mathau. Those guys are great.
Great.
They did a lot of movies together. Always a
Member of the Wedding,
delight. Member.
which I got because I've never heard of this before, but just looking into like the concept behind it and everything, and looking at the fucking shots here. I mean,
Beautiful. Looks beautiful.
goddamn,
Yeah. No, that's
goddamn,
great.
that looks like a beautiful fucking movie.
It does, yeah.
Really well shot. I could tell immediately. Oh fuck, I need to see this.
Don't judge a movie by the framing.
Angel. This one was $4.
That I had my
Another
eye on that
sounded
one. That
pretty
sounded really good.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford everything, so I had to pick and choose.
Yeah, same here.
I think I got like 45.
Power of the Gun,
Would have loved to get that one. James
which
Gunn
has
and Jason
music by
Robards.
Jerry Goldsmith.
Yeah.
Was this the order you did by yourself, or did I have stuff on this order?
This is the one you had part of the stuff in. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I can't remember. You have to tell me how much
That's
I owe
awesome.
you, too. I can actually start paying you back.
Yeah.
Coming up to the end of the month.
Yeah, I ended up, the only thing I got was Talk Radio, the Oliver Stone movie.
Pretty sure I grabbed that one, too.
Yeah.
You did.
It was the
Yeah,
only
we
one
did.
that, like, after putting, I had an order together about 6 things, but then once it tallied up the exchange rate and the shipping with, you know,
Yeah.
the new wonderful trade situation between U.S. and everywhere else in the fucking world,
I'm guessing that's the reason why I haven't gotten my DVDs back from my ex.
It
because
was-
fuck shipping.
it was garbage. So I was just like, wow, this went from being a nice little sale to being so far beyond my means. Maybe I'll get just one then instead. So I really wanted to support Twilight Time, but thank you, fucking bullshit politics, for making it unattainable. So I got
I
one.
agree.
So I got one. I just got the Talk Radio one. It was like $11 for the Blu-ray, and then after shipping and exchange, I think it ended up costing me like $40 Canadian just to get one title at a third of regular price, thanks to all the shipping and exchange rate bullshit right now. So, yeah. Like, I haven't bought anything from Amazon.com in months because of this. I still get gift cards every couple months.
Stop.
But I haven't bought anything because the shipping just makes it not worth it. You know, the cost and then the fact that it's going to take like a couple of extra months to get here, even though it's
At least a month extra to get there, yep.
it's fucking ridiculous. So I've just been ordering through .ca, and when I have enough on .com to buy something, I send it to one of these weirdos. So
Usually that guy.
usually that weirdo. No, actually, usually you.
Him usually, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you send
More-
to him? Or,
Yeah,
No.
you send to him more than you sent to me.
no.
No, do
Yeah.
you chair?
I've actually never sent Stout anything, so I've actually sent you more.
Well, I thought you had.
Because I
Jeez.
sent
Over
you,
here, they're like-
because I sent you one thing, therefore you got more.
Fair.
But yeah.
Is that everything, Stout?
And speaking of which, thanks for
Yeah.
using the Amazon Blacksmith to buy things, Major Motoko. You're making it possible for me to be generous. So thank you. So what do you get this week, Skinslip? Let me actually just get you up.
Well,
You're all big
I
and
made a
beautiful.
selfie channel in our Discord.
Oh.
Because this bitch got herself a homemaking device.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a selfie stick. But it's also a tripod, so it comes down.
Oh, neat.
Has split out legs for tripod.
Okay.
With a removable Bluetooth remote.
Crazy. You got like
Nice.
the super deluxe selfie stick.
It's only $20. It's nothing
Crazy.
fancy.
Wow. Cool.
But yeah, you know, I needed tools to make my hoe content. So
Yeah. There you go.
I posted some free hoe content on Twitter and in our selfie channel.
There you go.
But, you know. So yeah.
Embrace the
selfie
wholeness.
That's right. Just gotta make money.
Well,
I want to
hey.
do fucking transcriptions of fucking dead babies anymore, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Was that
I
was
wanna
that
be
it?
able
Or
to
no, you
tell
got
them.
something else?
I wanted to be able to tell them like, hey, I'm not gonna do this anymore, and also you should check all 132 things I've done for you because there's every single one of them has propaganda against the things you wanted me to do. This one to cost you lots of money. Bye, fuckers. Bye.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, I got one other thing. I bought the Mill Creek double feature of Battle in Outer Space
Ooh, nice.
and the H-Man, which has this reversible cover. So
Neat.
obviously the regular cover is this one.
I have the DVD that has those.
Yeah, with Mothra, but now
Yeah.
they releases the double feature. Mothra has steelbook, so I've upgraded them all now.
Sweet. I might have to grab that.
That's everything.
Very nice.
How's it?
Very nice.
Burn.
Okay, so I got a few things here. I did some depression shopping this week because was depressed.
I have the money. That's next week.
Yeah. And some of the items came in. Also, some of these items are just things I bought because I wanted them, and they just happened to arrive the same week. So, let's see. I'll do books first, I guess. Got a book and some funny books. And let me just put the picture of another book back on there. There we go. Okay. All right, so first up, got a Doctor Who book. One I've been wanting for a while. This was part of the gift card that my mom sent Rosie and I. So this is one of my books that I got. She showed the other book that she got last week. So we have Doctor Who Scratchman by Tom Baker. So this one is pretty interesting because this is basically the novelization of the movie script that he co-wrote with Ian Marter, who of course played Harry Sullivan in Tom Baker's first season.
Fourth Doctor,
And
obviously.
Fourth
Tom
Doctor.
Baker. Come on.
Yeah. What? Well, yeah. Do you really
Oh,
need
he
to
said he was
ask?
Doctor, and I was
Of course
like,
it's
what
the
do you mean
Fourth
it's
Doctor.
fucking Baker?
It's the fourth It's the Fourth Doctor, Sarah Jane, and Harry Sullivan. Like that's
yeah.
what it is. So anyway, you've never experienced the Doctor, so you write him in the original Baker. That's right. So anyway, he was trying to get this made as a film. Almost managed to get it happening, but then it just fell through in the end. There's a whole big long story about that, which they go into a little bit in the bonus content at the end of the book here, which is pretty cool. One of the reasons it didn't take off was I don't have it, but there was another competing potential Doctor Who film in the works headed up by Douglas Adams, and that was Doctor Who and the Cricket Men, which also got a novel recently, which I also got in the same batch of orders. So very interesting. We got novelizations of both of the Doctor Who films that almost were, but weren't.
I mean, we did get 2 Doctor Who films, and they were very awesome.
Well, we did. Well, that was those, but these would have actually been canon to the show. Like this would have been.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So Scratchman, by the way, for those who don't know, is another word for the devil. So this was literally going to be Doctor Who meets the devil.
Yeah,
So
Scratch is a very common term. Name
Yes.
for the devil.
There
Or
you go.
demon. A specific demon.
And then the other thing I got, trade paperback, some funny books to add to the collection here. I got Volume 6 of Batman: The Golden Age.
Hell
Pull
yeah.
that back a bit. They stopped doing the border around this, and they do like full cover art now for the Age comics. The new Swamp Thing one was the same way.
How many pages is that?
This is 404 pages. So.
Wow, it's like an epic collection.
Yeah, they're basically the DC equivalent of an epic collection.
Good.
So this particular edition has, let's see, collects the early adventures of Batman, Robin, and Alfred. Yeah, Alfred actually had his own backup stories for a while, The Adventures of Alfred, where he goes off and solves crimes. And this also has the Alfred issue where he loses a lot of weight and comes back as skinny Alfred that we all know from forever. So it's the last appearance of portly Alfred. And so this contains all the Batman, Robin, and Alfred stories from Detective Comics numbers 82 through 92, Batman 21 through 25, and World's Finest 12 through 14. So there you go.
Technically, the fat Alfred is recognized as a specific universe Alfred that's not the one that's currently existing.
Yeah, there's been Well, also in the original, because like I know that like the sort of common origin now is that Alfred was their butler when his parents were killed, and that he helped raise him, and so that's sort of become the common like popular origin.
And they did bring back him being a secret agent though.
Yes,
recently.
yes, they did.
Not like the way they did it.
There's the new series too, Pennyworth, which apparently is all about that, which I'd actually really like to see. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, interesting little sort of side story about this. Speaking of gift card money, this was also partly with gift card money. So first off, I went on Amazon and I saw that this was on sale. Normally in Canada, these collected editions go for about $50 Canadian. So it was on sale for $37.99. So I was like, huh. I was like, I wonder if it's also on sale on Indigo, which is where I have some gift card money. So I went over to Indigo. Sure enough, also on sale for $37.99. I guess they're trying to be very directly competitive with Amazon. So,
Smart.
So I had about $7 and something cents left on the gift card, and I'm in their points program. I had accumulated enough points from the previous gift card order to take another $5 off of this order. So all told, I ended up getting this $50 trade paperback for about $23. So
they're about $37 US retail. You know,
yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah, so that's about right then, $50 Canadian. But
Amazon price is like 28.
It's worth it to pre-order them because often they'll drop in price for a very short period of time during the pre-order period. So I actually do have a bunch coming out over the next, like, towards the end of the year and into the beginning of next year coming out. So I put them on pre-order just in the hopes I can get that cheap price, you know.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I have like hundreds of dollars on pre-order that I won't get all of, but you never know. I'll decide the last minute. I'm like, 4 days, delete this one, cancel this one, cancel. I'm going to buy this one. You know,
I
like,
know. You get into that. Oh, shit. Yeah, I tried to keep track, and I would take a look. It's like, okay, no more than like 1 or 2 a month, and then, you know.
I'll put my calendar to remind me, too.
Yeah, it's actually a good idea. I should do that. I think I'll do that when I get a chance.
I'll forget to look at my calendar for 3 days and realize, oh, shit, I got charged for something.
Let me just reorganize things a wee bit here. Okay. So next up, speaking of comic books, I got a couple of comic book related Blu-rays. Finally got Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Have not watched it yet. Really looking forward to it, but happy to see that it came with a nice shiny slipcover.
Yours is different than my slipcover.
Really? It might be the Canadian edition. I don't know.
Yeah, mine has like a word confetti pattern to it.
Actually, yeah. You know what? It is the Canadian edition because it has French on the spine. Yeah.
Still really nice foiling, just a different kind of texture. That's all.
It is, yeah. It doesn't really have any texture to it. It just has, but it has this sort of hollow foil shininess.
Visual texture. It's got like some like confetti like pattern in the.
Oh, okay. Weird.
It's like foil. It's a type of foiling.
Yeah, no confetti on this one.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a nice foiling though. I actually like that one a little better.
It's pretty, but anyway, I'm looking forward to that because loving Margot Robbie's take on Birds of Prey. Harley Quinn. She's such an amazing actress. And then this one, I've been meaning to pick these up for a while. I have another one coming in the mail because I just, on a whim, looked them up on Amazon. It's like, wow, these are like really cheap. I should just get them for my Marvel collection. So I picked up... Shout Factory put out a whole bunch of these a few years back. But sadly, only a handful of them made it to Blu-ray. The rest are DVD only. I don't have any of the DVD ones. But I picked up The Astonishing X-Men from the Marvel Knights collection.
Those are the motion comics, right?
Yes, that's correct. They're motion comics. This one
That's
is
the Grant Morrison one, right?
This one is Joss Whedon actually.
Oh, Joss Whedon. Sorry,
Yeah.
the other.
With art by John Cassaday. So this
They
is
were happening at the same time.
yeah. So this is actually 4 story arcs, all adapted, and apparently they're one after the other. So it's like a huge
Those are really
saga.
good, by the way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good, and I've never seen any of these. It was dirt cheap. This is like $11 for 5 hours worth of X-Men motion comics in high def.
I read
So-
the comics in the
Yeah.
borders in the store.
So
It's
they
like
did.
4.
I think they put out like 13 or 15 or so of in the Marvel Knights series. As I say, only a handful of them made it to Blu-ray. The rest are DVD only. I've heard the Black Panther one is really good. It's actually the only one that's a proper animated series, like miniseries, rather than just being a straight up motion comic. All the rest are motion comics, but apparently really good, really well done. I've been wanting to check them out for a while. So
I'll have to check out the Black Panther one.
the
It's the
Blu-rays,
animated one.
the Blu-rays are cheap.
I'm not really a fan of the motion comics, so you generally avoid them.
I
Or
don't-
I'm also not a fan of the CGI ones that they always kind of put out every now and then.
Oh yeah, I know. I have
They're kind of ugly.
a couple of those.
They're ugly.
I basically got them for completion's sake, but
They're just
um,
ugly looking. I'm sure they're great stories. Like,
Probably, I don't know.
Can't look it up.
I don't know. I just kind of
Hard to fuck up.
try to keep up to date with them. And then I got a whole bunch of horror movies. So let's see what we got here. As you know, I'm a horror fan.
I love horror.
Finally picked up It Chapter 2. Sadly, no slipcover because I waited too long, but that's okay. I know there's going to be a big special edition extended version at some point in time, so I'll get that when it comes out. But in the meantime, haven't seen Chapter 2 yet. Looking forward to it. Really enjoyed the first one. I think it's awesome. And then another double feature from Scream Factory, because I think this one's going out of print. I may be wrong, but I think most of these double feature ones are going out of print because they don't really do them anymore. Have you noticed
They
that?
stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped because they want to make money.
Because they want to make more money. They want
They want to charge Criterion prices
Yeah,
for
and
non-Criterion
it's fucking
content.
bullshit. I hate the way they've become under their new management.
Chinese company.
I really
invested
like
in
how they used to be, because I used to buy these double features all the time because they were good value, and they were often on sale 2 for $20 or something like that. So I bought a shit ton of them.
And this happened after that Chinese investment firm.
Yeah.
Partnered up with them and to buy the Corman Library.
I know, it's ridiculous. So
Yeah. Don't saddle up with investment firms. They just want to make money off you.
I know, and it sucks. So now my Scream Factory titles are a lot more selective. But anyway, that
Same.
said, the next 3 are all
One.
Scream
I bought
Factory
one this
titles.
month.
Actually, no, one or
But Orca
two
this month.
of them. Yeah, that's one I'd like to get. So anyway, I got the
kind of
double
important to me.
feature of Bad Dreams and Visiting Hours.
That's already out of print.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that.
Well, I'm glad I
It's-
got it then.
It was out of print like over a year ago, actually.
I mainly got it for Visiting Hours, which features character actor extraordinaire Michael Ironside as the bad guy in it, and always loved his villain characters. So
I haven't seen that double feature. I had seen the other one, which is Schizo and X-Ray or something like that.
Schizo. Oh, actually, hold on. I'll show you one of the other
I
ones
think you
I
have
got.
that one already.
I'll show you one of the other ones I got last week because.
So X-Ray is the other hospital horror, guys. So like, there's a few hospital horrors. It's X-Ray and Visiting Hours. Those are the two. I don't know why they didn't do a double feature of those two together. Maybe because of rights. I don't know.
Where are you?
But I have a feeling all those are going to get collector's editions because they're slasher films, and we're kind of having like that thing where lots of these movies are getting slip covers and shit. There's a Rosie.
I almost went face first in the chair. Sorry.
This one I grabbed because you let what?
You want it?
Aw.
Aw, night Rosie.
Bedtime for kiddo.
Night. Night Rosie.
Can I?
Good
Make
night,
sure you brush your teeth.
everybody.
I will randomly
I
check if you
know.
don't, so fear me.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, that estrogen's working quick.
Night.
I just noticed the
Night.
contour in my
Good
face
Night,
is like
sweetie.
way more.
Night,
What?
everybody.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Careful.
It's
I mean,
it's happening
wasteland,
quick,
my
guys.
Alright.
I'm turning into the old lady you all fear.
Already got the first of many cats. Anyway,
She's born in Halloween, so.
This was another one that I actually bought. This was from last week, but you weren't here, so I'll show it again. This was one that I actually picked up because you told me that it was out of print, and I may or may not have known that, but I just checked Amazon. I was like, still there and affordable. Eve of Destruction with Gregory Hines and Renee Sutenjic.
It's out of print. They're losing rights to it. They announced that, and I bought it immediately.
Yeah,
I wanted to see it.
I did not want to miss this. I haven't seen it either, but I really like Renee Sutenjic, who plays the cyborg nuclear powered killer character.
Well, it's like an alien from
or whatever.
Like, it's kind of like I come in peace, but different.
That's kind of why I wanted it, because I really liked I Come in Peace. Yeah,
I love
it felt like the same kind of vibe to it, like, you know, cop after alien or robot killer. But and it's Gregory Hines, you know. So, but yeah, Renee Sutenjic is one I've always really liked. She played the sort of she mates and then she possibly kills. It's a bit of a mystery if that's the case. Character in Paul Verhoeven's The Fourth Man. And really liked her in that. I really wish Arrow would get that one, because it's so their kind of movie, like
Criterion,
Criterion. But anyway, Fourth Man.
In fact, all those are original Verhoeven films are available for purchase, like rights.
Yeah,
I think.
There's only a handful of them, but I think she's also in Spetters, which is another one of his.
That one got a release from Kino.
Yes,
that one has pre-ordered.
I need to get that one. I haven't seen it yet, but
Me either.
But yeah, and she was also in the new remake of Suspiria. You know, quite older. At first, I wasn't sure it was her. I was like, "Is that Renee Sutenjic?" And I looked it up, and it's like, "It is. It's her. Oh my god, that's awesome!"
I love when that shit happens.
But yeah, so it's like kind of a, bye, Stoud.
Investing pros.
Yeah. So anyway, picked this one up because I didn't want to miss out on it, and wanted it apparently for the same reason you did. So. And next up, got a couple more for the Hammer Films collection. The last, and this actually brings me completely up to date on Hammer Horror. So this will have everything Hammer Horror that is currently available in North America on Blu-ray. There's a couple more on pre-order. Three more on pre-order.
I'm sure there's more.
I'm sure there's more coming, but that's all that's
sellers for them right now.
Currently up. Yes, the ones that are on pre-order, obviously, are Kiss of the Vampire and Phantom of the Opera, both of which are Universal re-release special editions with more extras. And then there's also the big one we were waiting for a long time, Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, which I'm really stoked about. I pre-ordered that the second it became available.
I don't have the money month it comes in, so I put it slotted for the next month.
Yeah. So while waiting for all of those, there was a few more titles I needed to sort of fill out the collection. So the only thing left as far as other Hammer stuff that's available is their like the few that we have of their prehistoric and adventure films, like The Lost Continent, Vengeance of She, When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth, and 1 Million BC, I think is the 4. Oh, and there's also The Ugly Duckling, which apparently is a really awful comedy that they did. So.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
I'll probably get that for completion's sake, but only if it drops in price. It currently goes for about $50 Canadian. I'm like, no.
No, that price.
Don't want it that badly.
I won't buy most movies for $50 unless it's a limited edition box set of some sort.
No, like I'll get the horror stuff, I'll get the crime drama stuff, I'll get the adventure stuff. But
I can actually. I just realized some of my pre-orders got like canceled or moved back, so I can actually afford this right now. So
yay! So anyway, the last two holdouts I needed for the horror collection, we have from 1966, The Witches.
I want that one too.
Yeah, there was a lot of they were like in the middle of a horror boom in 1966. Like literally, fully 4 of the horror movies I got in the past few months are all from 1966. Nice. And then. From Kino Lorber, because Kino Lorber has a couple of the Hammer films, I got The Man Who Could Cheat Death. There we go. So there's another.
Not familiar with that one.
It's kind of a standalone one from.
My order. Thank you.
1959. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Frankenstein Monster from Hell. All right.
Well, see, I'll just read it. It does have Christopher Lee in it as well. This is from 1 year after, or one year after Dracula. Dr. George Bonnet has figured out a way to live forever. All he needs are glands from some very unwilling donors. Anton Diffring stars as the Mad Doctor in this chilling Hammer horror classic. As he struggles against the inevitable icy grip of death, the Doctor begins a descent into madness that threatens to destroy the laws of nature and the lives of those he cares for the most.
Oh my God!
The only person who could stop his unholy quest is horror legend Christopher Lee as himself. No, just kidding. Great direction by Hammer legend Terence Fisher, who did The Horror of Dracula and many, many others, with a screenplay by Jimmy Sangster, based on a play by Barry Lyndon, not Barry Lyndon, and co-starring the beautiful Hazel Court. So there you go. So yeah, anyway, sounds very cool. I like how they note that Christopher Lee was also in The Oblong Box. I'm guessing that's one of the only other Christopher Lee films that they have. Therefore, they could mention.
Correct.
Yeah, it's an advertisement.
Yep.
From the world-renowned and highly popular film The Oblong Box. Like, well,
companies will rarely
I'm
not
sure it's
mention
wonderful,
something that
but
they don't own.
Well, yeah,
so,
of course.
Unless it's a really
That's
famous marquee.
That's why I find it hilarious when ones are like that. It's like, yes, I'm sure that's a lovely film, and I'll probably get it for my collection at some point, but I'm pretty sure that's not the one he's most well known for.
Yeah. But they will sometimes use the one he's most well known for, but oftentimes it's a title. They don't have a title that has then it's name value, but the guy was in this movie. Like,
that's right. Critically acclaimed star of Jimmy Goes to the Post Office. Okay. Finally, last but most certainly not least, this one I was really excited about. I was actually streaming when I placed the order because I just happened to find it. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get this, and I was really bummed out about that because it was going to put a sort of gap in my collection that I didn't want to be there. But lo and behold, good old Rare Waves, which is a third-party seller. Yeah, third-party seller on Amazon, specializes in stuff from the UK, import stuff, makes it easy for you. I've ordered from them many times before. They're a great company, and they've helped me to get a lot of these obscure titles that otherwise I might have missed out on.
I do a lot of importing to them.
And for reasonable prices, far less than what the scalpers tend to show them for. Sell them for. So, what I got was the latest edition in the Doctor Who animated reconstruction collection, The Faceless Ones.
Woo!
Now, this is the Steelbook edition because I've been getting all of these in Steelbooks, and the Steelbooks are beautiful. So, we have this one. This is about a race of shape-shifting aliens trying to replace people, and at an airport apparently, but anyway, it's like a creepy, slow burn sort of who's real and who's an alien type of story, which I love. So we have this one, Travel Your Way, Chameleon Tours, and then the spine, and then the back, Travel Our Way.
Oh, that's a nice little cover.
Yeah, it's very, very nice, and it comes with just an ad for some kind of Doctor Who game, and a booklet. So it includes a couple different versions of the story. It has episodes 1 through 6 in both color and black and white. Of the 6, it's a 6-episode story. They have episodes 1 and 3, so you can watch it with just the animated versions of the missing episodes, or you can watch them all animated if you want. They also have telesnap reconstructions of the 4 missing episodes with optional production subtitles. Audio commentaries for a bunch of them, making of, stock footage from the original production, all the surviving film fragments, and a trailer for the next animated reconstruction, which is going to be Fury from the Deep, which is a wonderful and genuinely chilling Base Under Siege story, which were very popular in the 60s, and I love Base Under Siege stories. So, yeah.
And you would.
And that's it. So no release date on Fury from the Deep yet. We just know it's coming out sometime this year. But yeah, that one was released around the time that all the pandemic craziness really started to pick up steam and things started to be affected by it. So it was released, I think, the end of March. and sold out almost immediately. And I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was like really pissed off because the release before that was the Macro Terror, which I got about a year after it came out and had no trouble finding it, and for a reasonable price. And then this one, which arguably is the less popular story, sold out immediately. So, but then Rare Waves to the rescue. A few months later, they got some in stock, and I was able to snag it for not too much more than it would have cost normally. So I was very happy about that.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Oh. I haven't watched it yet, but I understand it's from the same team that did the Macro Terror, and that one was excellent. It was very, very good.
Hold on, Mannequin 2 not have a Blu-ray?
The Daleks Master Plan animated. Yeah, that would be great if they did that.
Pretty sure it's getting a Blu-ray.
Yeah, Mannequin.
Are you asking if it didn't have?
Oh, I had one. I found it.
Mannequin, the one with Kim Cattrall.
I have the first one. I'm trying to find the second one.
Oh, Mannequin 2, as in also.
I'm pretty sure that's coming out soon. I swear I saw
Oh,
something.
2015.
Oh,
40
no.
bucks out of print.
Yikes.
It came out in 2015.
Yeah.
Wait, I could have sworn I saw something about Mannequin 2 getting released soon.
Duncan's like, I might pick that up. A minute,
crazy.
2 minutes later, Duncan has just bought
I
the
would love
Faceless
that.
One steelbook, literally just now. Excellent.
What the heck? You didn't use the fucking Amazon? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's probably not available on Amazon. Yeah, unlike that's one difference actually. If you miss out on the steelbook, but your main thing is just the content, you don't care so much about the packaging. The regular edition of the Faceless Ones has all the same content. There's no difference in content between the two. Unlike the Macro Terror, which had a bonus disc that was only available in the steelbook. So that was the difference. That was actually why I originally started getting the steelbooks, was because they had additional disc content, but also because I like the alternate artwork on them. I think they're very, very nicely designed. But got it from Amazon. Oh yeah, I don't have any UK links. Yeah, and I think that was it. I could find it on the UK site, but they wouldn't ship outside of the UK. Or if they would, it would have been prohibitively expensive. So that's why I like places like Rare Waves.
So the Weekend at Bernie's 2 not get a Blu-ray then? What the fuck?
Never did.
What?
Never. And that was the better one too.
Was it really?
In my opinion, that's the better movie.
Really?
And it never got a
I've
Blu-ray.
seen both a lot. I like to get them in my collection.
Well,
They're both fucking
dang.
ridiculous as fuck, but
yeah,
Classic comedy, man. It's one of the last great ones.
yeah.
it really is.
Also, I need to get Captain Ron. That's another good one.
Captain Ron.
I have that on DVD.
I think I've seen that. That's one with Kurt Russell. But,
Right, it's good Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Is there ever bad Kurt
Cheesy.
Russell?
I saw it at a drive-in.
But would you
Right.
want Kurt Russell any other way than cheesy? I mean, really.
Well, yeah, exactly.
No, of course.
I want Kurt
Okay,
Russell
fair
any
enough.
damn way I can have Kurt Russell. Like, come on, it's Kurt Russell.
Yeah, that's fair. Hateful Eight, nah, you're.
He can
you're
do serious. He can do villainous. He can do cheesy. He can do it all, man. As long as he's got that shock of
He's even Santa Claus.
lion-like mane
Oh my god,
of hair.
Falls
he's
into
so
the
good at
cheese.
Santa Claus, no joke. Santa Chronicles was so good. I was so shocked.
One I really want to get is Dark Blue, which was
Oh, that's a good one.
which was I saw it in the theater, and really liked it.
The comic adaptation of that also.
Was
Like the
there?
Kurt Russell from Big Trouble.
Big Trouble.
Yes.
Jack Burton, me. Yeah.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China is one of my favorites
Oh, absolutely. I
all
love it.
time.
Love it.
That's the one I got signed by John Carpenter when I met him.
That's
Yeah,
one I should pick. I'd like to pick up the Scream Factory release of that, just to have like a nice collector's edition of it. I just got the MGM release of it. I'd also like to get that new edition of Escape from LA that came out. So I think it would be a nice
What'd you
companion
do?
to Escape from New York. Why are you
That's rolling
owing?
and it hurts.
Literal
I thought
growing
you-
pains.
It's like,
I thought you
ah.
bent over and hurt something.
Yeah.
No, they just hurt.
Okay.
It's gonna get worse.
Greetings, Wolf's Den. Well,
Yep.
yeah, you're here. Good.
Oh, not much.
So,
Movies?
Movies?
Movies! Movies!
Oh, yeah.
Movies! Movies. The hell did I watch this week? Did I watch any movies this week? I watched a couple with Rosie. Trying to think if I watched anything outside of that. I don't think I did. Nope.
I watched 3 movies.
Last week I watched 3. It was the two of the Marvel movies with Rosie, and then Liquid Sky. And that was
I guess it would be 3 for me, too.
3 for you, too?
Not the same 3, obviously.
This week was just 2 with Rose. Okay, well, so you guys watched 3 each, and Garbage Gamer, how many dozens of movies did you watch this week?
None. Okay.
10? Wow. All right.
Yes, I totally had so much time for movie watching this week.
Yeah, I figured, but well, you should ask. He's gonna forget you.
You never know. Sometimes I ask, and you're like, I actually did watch some movies this week, and it'd be one of those weird aberrations. You watched more movies than all of us combined that week.
Right?
All right. Well, what did Skinslip and Stoudman watch this week? Skinslip and Stoudman.
I personally watched Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, my friend.
Oh right, yeah.
Then me and Stoudman watched together The Disaster Artist.
Nice.
Which is hilarious. It's so awkward.
I want to watch that as a double bill with The Room.
I haven't seen The Room yet.
Neither have I. That's why I want to do
but
that.
I'll tell you what. Watching Disaster Artist, I think I'm going to appreciate The Room a whole lot more.
Probably, yeah, yeah.
Because, oh, sorry, what?
I was just going to say, a question for you regarding Elvira, because I just rewatched that recently as well. Do you agree that it has some pacing problems in the third act? In particular, the final confrontation sequence of scenes?
I would say the entire film is fucking everywhere and all over the place. There's no consistency whatsoever.
Yeah.
1 minute it's like one kind of comedy, the next minute it's a different, and then there's a fucking monster movie for a minute. It's
yeah.
Like, all over the place.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's Elvira.
I mean, it's meant to be a vehicle film for Elvira, essentially, but
it's just like, here's all the things that are Elvira. She's dumb. She's
Yeah.
ditzy sometimes.
yeah.
You
Lots
know,
of
she
boob
accidentally
jokes.
makes a fucking casserole into a murderous snake monster, which is my favorite part of the whole movie.
I know. The thing that
And then someone else gets it later, and it's just fine.
See, I remember like when I first saw it was around the same time that I played the adventure game, like the computer game, Elvira Mistress of the Dark.
Oh, I had no idea there was a game.
They did 2 actually. They did Elvira Mistress of the Dark, and then they did Elvira 2: The Jaws of Cerberus. But in Elvira Mistress of the Dark, she basically
play them on stream.
It's kind of similar to the movie, where she basically inherits a recipe book from her dead aunt, and it's full of magic spells. But then she's actually living in a castle, not in a house. And there's all these like demons show up and are trying to get her, so she hires you to clear out the demons, so basically set her free.
Yeah, so it starts off the same and changes
But
completely.
similar ideas. So when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, it's kind of the same thing. Like, she's descended from this powerful witch, and there's a recipe book, and blah 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 blah. So I always kind of thought of the two as peripherally related. They both came out around the same time. I think the game was like the year after the movie, if I remember correctly. So
Probably.
But it was great. I played the shit out of the first one.
It was a TV movie.
Loved it. That what?
It was a TV movie, wasn't it?
No, it was theatrical.
Oh, I thought it was TV.
No, it was a theatrical movie. But I
saw a lot on TV. So.
The second one, Elvira's Haunted Hills, I think was direct to video.
I didn't even know there was another movie.
I've known about it. I've never seen it, and the DVD's long out of print now.
That'd be a nice hero release, huh?
It would. A nice companion piece to it. It's
or Vinegar
bill.
Syndrome feels like something that would do some obscure title.
Yeah,
Screen Factory could use that. Actually,
wanted to see it for ages. I remember seeing the DVD in like the local pawn shop for like $5 for years. Held it in my hand countless times. Never bought it, like an idiot. And then, well, now it's long out of print.
I'm actually saying I'd willing to hand out $27 for that on DVD for the Screen Factory. If they're gonna give me special features and
for
shit.
A nice edition of it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Take my money. that I don't
I know,
have.
I know their TV carriers that didn't sell well, so they're not really. And every time they release like 1 or 2 TV movies a year because they just don't sell well.
Well,
Nobody
yeah.
knows about them, which is unfortunate because there's some really good things in there.
There are, yeah.
It's a shame everything costs so fucking much.
Or if it's one of those ones that's tied into a theatrical set, like The Omen or something, they'll just put it in with the known ones. Kind of.
Yeah, well, I need to get that set.
Yeah, same.
I need to get the It's Alive trilogy too.
Is that the main ones for me, as far as those go, are The Omen, Wreck is a big one, and The Fly. Those are the 3 sets I really want.
I like the first
Wreck and Fly.
I like the first.
I like the first Wreck only.
I like the first 2. I thought the second one was a good continuation.
I take it back. The second one's pretty good. The third one
Yeah, I haven't seen the others. I know that they go on.
Wow.
The third one anyway goes off in a different direction.
Them, and I just didn't like them.
The fourth one apparently brings it back more in tune with the first 2, but I don't know. I haven't seen them. So yeah,
it's not bad. None of them are a bad time. Okay, that's the first thing I gotta say.
Yeah,
they're all fun. It's just I'm like, I can do without me too. Be right. The second one is a direct continuation. It's pretty decent. Yeah,
I thought. Yeah, I like it.
And what was that other one you were talking about that you really wanted?
I know. You have it.
Oh, I want that set too. And I want the Critters set.
Oh yeah, there's the Critters set.
I can't believe I don't have the Critters set yet. What's wrong with me?
I can't believe you don't have the Critters set either. What's wrong with you?
I have Critters 5, but I don't have Critters 4.
The hell? How does that even make sense?
I
don't know.
How is it even possible?
Anyway, I need all the Tremors.
So yeah, we watched Disaster Artist.
Anyway.
It was hilariously awkward. The Francos are brilliant actors somehow, and also
James Franco is great.
On the planet.
Yeah.
And then we watched The Five Bloods, Spike Lee's new joint.
And that
was a very good movie.
Is that premiered on streaming, didn't it?
Yes, on Netflix. Okay. There's a moment where if you're a smart movie watcher, you're going no, plant in the beginning of the movie, and you're like, what are you doing? And then the fucking reveal happens, and you're like, see, but it still surprises you because like he keeps teasing you, and he keeps teasing you. And you think, it's just fucking teasing this plant. Right? And then finally it happens. You're like, But he teases more than you think, and and then like the scene goes on, and like there's like another scene, and then suddenly fuck, and then all hell breaks loose.
There's a reason why Spike Lee is such a good director, because he knows how to fuck with you.
And now the trailer made it look like a horror movie is not a horror film. There's a few moments of horror, but
yeah. All right.
Anyway,
cool.
Do you have any thoughts about these Stoudman?
Yeah, The Five Bloods is one that I think everybody should see. It falls in line for me similarly to Do the Right Thing. It really is like that level of good to me.
Wow.
So, yeah.
There's one Five Bloods that made me go, oh, come on, that's a bit much. But that's it. And that's it. And it's not even that big a deal. It's like doesn't take anything away from it. I just went, that's a bit much. And then then the movie went back to being good, and I forgot about it. That's a good movie. When it can have a flaw, and you go, okay, whatever. You just go back to the movie. Like,
whatever, man. Whatever.
Like, that's a little dumb, but all right, moving on. So, yeah.
Very good. Very good.
But yeah, it's up there. Like, it's got really heavy social commentary, and it's so good that it doesn't matter. Like, it's just so good.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
But I mean, that's what Spike Lee's always been like. He doesn't pull punches. He always, has a message.
Red Thing's one of my favorite movies of all time. So.
Yeah. So what else is there? Anything?
That was the two things we watched together. When did you watch? What was your third movie, Stoud?
You watched the third one, Stoud?
Oh, wait. First, I watched Girls on Panzer. I forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
That whole series I've watched in the movie.
Okay.
It was good. It's a girls' sports anime with tanks where they're fighting. It's like tanks shooting each other with blank shells to cause flags to pop up. So it's like It's like this, so it's like a paintball or whatever. It's like they're moving around the battlefield, battlefield shooting at each other with tanks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's high school girls. It's awesome. It's really fun.
And it was an anime?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it has a final movie too that was really good. And there's also apparently a 2-part finale or something. That's a whole other thing that I haven't seen yet.
Oh.
That I don't have access to, so it doesn't matter. But
Gotcha.
the movie, it's all the movie. The movie's really good.
Cool.
The whole series is really good. I'm probably gonna pick it up. So
nice.
Anyway, Stoud.
Well, I only remembered the Five Bloods. Honestly, I did not remember Disaster Artist. So I actually have 2 movies to talk about.
Okay.
And that would be The Prisoner. I watched The Prisoner after I got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the Alec Guinness one, right?
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
It's obvious to me, like, because this is adapted by acclaimed playwright Bridget Boland, who also wrote Gaslight, which is where the phrase gaslighting comes from.
Correct.
Oh,
That's the movie, the screenplay that phrase came from.
Interesting.
Being gaslit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's obvious to me that this person has a lot of experience with being fucked with.
Oh, really?
Mentally.
Oh,
yeah.
Because they do a really good job of showing you just how easy it is to just completely fuck somebody up, like, for life.
Like just
really
convincing them they're crazy or whatever. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I wish I had
Like,
it.
this guy
that
is
out.
pretty much completely pious. He's a priest played by
Mm-hmm.
Alec Guinness. And he isn't really that bad of a guy. And when you're paying attention, listening to what he's telling you about his life and everything, it's like, okay, so maybe you weren't completely pious and maybe you made some mistakes, but that doesn't make you a bad person.
Uh-huh.
But the way he has been tortured, he begins to believe implicitly he's not deserving of anything.
Oh.
And he just
yeah.
Wow, that's really gonna resonate. Thanks.
Yep,
Yeah.
that sounds
You see
a
that.
little too familiar.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For those who don't know, I live in a fairly toxic home environment.
Yes.
There, so.
But I felt like watching that because of recent events as well. Because
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a lot of people trying to pull that kind of shit as of late.
It was a hard week for trans people.
Yeah.
Hard 2 weeks for trans people.
Oh, yeah. With all, I know what you're talking about.
A lot
And
of very
then
stressed.
I followed it up with this one, another perfect movie for our times, The Hate You Give.
The Hate
I
You
wanted
Give.
to say something,
Sensing
and I
a
lost my
theme
thought.
here, Stoud.
Yes.
It's gaslighting week in the Stoudman Theater.
Man, I wanted to say something before you went to the next movie, and I just fucking forgot it. It's just on.
Was it related to the other movie?
It was
or
the subject matter, but I just can't. It's gone. It's like I can't remember now.
Damn it.
All right. Well, if it pops back in, let us know.
Of course.
Yeah. But this
Oh.
one,
I remember.
you
There
got
it
it.
is.
You got it.
Speaking of self-worth, I actually woke up today and I had the thought, yeah, people should like me, and there wasn't
Damn straight they should.
but you have that thought, and then you're like, no, you had the negative thoughts, right? That they
Of
couldn't
course.
find the negative answers today. So progress, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
I hope so. Yeah.
That is definitely progress. Good for you.
Hopefully it sticks.
Yeah. Well, and if it doesn't, the thing is, you got to that place once,
Yeah.
So
I
I
can
mean,
get there
that's
again.
you can get there again, and maybe stay a little longer next time.
I hope so.
Yeah. It's all a process.
So, for those who don't know, this movie is about a young woman who is living in an impoverished area with her family, and she's also going to a rich school with a bunch of white kids because her mother wanted better for her, right?
Okay.
But when she comes back home, it starts off by telling the story of how she has to be like 2 different people entirely. So when she's at the prep school, she has to be preppy kind of like, she has to be less black, as I think she puts it, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then she gets to be herself again when she goes back home, right?
Yeah.
So, there's a moment in this film where she is in a car with a friend of hers, and they get pulled over by a cop.
Oh, dear.
And you can imagine what happens next.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
God.
that's what this movie is about.
Okay.
And that's why I wanted to watch it right now, especially.
Definitely
So they're very-
topical, yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's the way I watch movies, by the way. People look at me
Yeah.
like, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's like, I don't know. I like to watch movies that are
well,
like topical to what's going on in my life.
Nothing wrong with that.
What's going on in the
honestly,
world,
that's not uncommon either.
People
Like,
handle things differently.
yeah, I mean, like, for example, when 9/11 happened, looking at the movie rentals that were popular around that time, people started renting a lot of action movies about, the heroes beating the terrorists, So, I mean, people do that as a thing. Like, it's just...
Rentals of the Siege goes up.
It's almost instinctive, like, and I think it's part of a coping mechanism where people want to watch fiction where characters have been through a similar world-changing event but came out of it okay. It makes them feel better.
Recently, with coronavirus.
Which? Oh yeah. Look, it's Contagion. Yeah. Oh my God.
But like I was saying, whenever there's a terrorist act, that's from a Muslim extremist, the rentals of the movie Siege goes up. Because the whole point of the Siege is Muslim terrorists start bombing places in New York, and they lock down martial law in New York so that they can hunt the people down. But that's like
but it's a thing.
Very insensitive film. But.
So as much as people may like just shake their head and tisk 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 to you, Stoud, they're doing the same thing.
That's true. That's true.
Many people are. So it's not just you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love this movie because there's at least one scene where they really perfectly describe what white privilege is. And if you don't think white privilege exists, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
That's really not something I understood until just a few years ago, to be really honest.
Yeah.
It's really hard to understand and accept when you've lived your whole life with it, not understanding that you had it.
Absolutely. It's just
because it sounds honestly like somebody's trying to gaslight you.
And there's a heavy male privilege, and
male privilege, white male privilege, white straight male privilege. Yeah.
White straight male privilege is like the most privileged class at this point.
I know, we're awful.
It's not your fault. It's just because you are the people who started the fucking power structure. That's just
that's true.
How it is.
That's true.
The nature of things. We're trying to fix that. It's just, and you're not fighting. It's wrong.
One of the things that struck me the most was one of the messages or the quotes from the reviews on the front here, right at the bottom. Type of film that has potential to ignite social change. This was made in 2018.
Oh, there you go. That was not too far away.
Didn't do that.
Could have, but no one watched it.
No.
A lot of people watched it actually, but
I never actually heard of it until you talked about it right now. So.
Oh no, it was pretty popular when it came out.
I mean, I just put it on my watch list. Sounds good.
Yeah.
The last thing I think I will say about it is, like, as much praise as I'm giving it, I don't think it's a perfect movie by any means. It is, like, it's very preachy. A lot of people don't like to preach to. And the acting isn't necessarily brilliant, but the message of the film is pretty fucking powerful and important. And like I said, it does such a good job of explaining and showing you what white privilege actually looks like what it looks like, not what it is, what it looks like. Because people can't see this shit unless they see it from a character on a screen sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you want to know what people are talking about when they talk about white privilege, don't understand it, watch the movie. I think when you see that scene, you'll understand. Maybe. A little bit. But, yeah.
All right.
Good movie. Not perfect, but still good. Glad I got it.
Very good.
Yeah, like I said, it's like white privilege is not something I truly understood, like, until a few years ago. I really got sat down and someone was like, this is what it's like. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Really just ignorant,
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just frame of reference and the company that you've kept and the experiences that you've had. I mean, sometimes.
I grew up in the most racist city in Southern California.
Yeah. See, and that's
Simi
gonna.
Valley, California is the last vestige of the KKK in SoCal.
Yeah. So I mean, that's definitely going to limit your sphere of experience.
Yes. And you know that at the KKK rallies there are no cops because they're under the hoods.
Yeah. Duncan says I only preach about tea.
That's true.
That is true.
That runs on tea. That'd be cool.
Okay, well, hold on. I forgot to grab my movies. Hold on a second. Grab my shelf here.
Kitty. Baby kitty.
Unbelievable.
So, Rosie and I have kind of settled into a pattern of knocking a couple of these off the list every week for the past few weeks. And I think we're probably going to continue with that because we're getting caught up slowly but surely. So last week, Rosie and I continued our journey through the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, yay.
Watching the next two in line, we got Ant-Man, which is
one of my favorites.
So much fun. I hadn't seen it for a while. And
imagine if Edgar Wright would have made it.
He was going to make it too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But, oh well. Still great movie.
He wrote the script, and it's not the same.
I know.
It's
It's still good, though. It's still good fun. It's one of Rosie's...
it's great. But I'm just like...
One of Rosie's favorites.
Incorrigible Ant-Man, like they.
But I love the humor in this. I think Paul Rudd was perfectly cast.
Yes.
Love his Hispanic friend and just the ridiculous tangents he goes to when he's trying to just describe something to him, and he's like, he's so fucking funny.
It's so funny.
And like just seeing it, like his mannerisms and lingo in the characters in the flashback, like they're all speaking and moving like him.
He's in a bunch of movies as that character. Like
He was great. And it's like, there was this, I'm more of a neo-Cubist guy, and there was this one here that was just sublime. It's like, God, so can you get to the point?
I remember.
But, anyway, love that character, and really love Paul Rudd in this. Michael Douglas was great. It's just sort of the straight character of Hank Pym. The mentor character and everything, and just such a fun movie, especially all of the shrinking sequences when he's learning to use the suit and everything is just full of so much hilarity. And it's great. I mean, I found like everything sort of post Guardians of the Galaxy, they really brought more of the sense of fun into the movies, which I think really helped. Because some of them could get a little bit heavy at times, but I think having that fun factor added in helps to lighten things up a little bit, and it's well balanced. There's a good balance between fun and drama and action and everything else.
And they really feel like living comic books. I mean,
they do, yeah, because the comics have all those different aspects to them as well. So next up, this is one I was really looking forward to watching with Rose because it's a pretty important chapter in the saga. We have Captain America: Civil War, or Le Guerre Civile. I know, it's horrible.
It's so ugly.
It's awful, and I didn't even get the slipcover with it. I waited way too long to get this one. But,
yours is extra ugly because it's got the Canadian, but no, the cover's just ugly as sin because all these Photoshop heads.
Oh, I know.
Really snuggly cover.
But like just double, like a full third of the cover is these big garish titles, and it's like,
I know.
Anyway, really cool movie. I hadn't actually watched it since I got it, so a lot of it was kind of a refresher for me. I completely forgot that it's the first. I knew it was the first appearance of Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I completely forgot it was also the first appearance of Black Panther. We'd of course had Wakanda mentioned in Age of Ultron, but we didn't actually see Black Panther for the first time or hear any mention of Wakanda again until Civil War, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was really cool seeing it. And actually, it was interesting watching it with Rose because one thing that she and I both agreed on was that, both Iron Man and Captain America kind of have valid points. Like they both have perfectly valid viewpoints. Then it really comes down to, well, which one is slightly more valid or more relevant in this particular situation. I mean, on the one hand, Cap's like, well, we can't sign this agreement because politicians change, policies change. You know, what if there's a world crisis and they decide they don't want us to go? What happens then? We just don't go? And then Iron Man is like, you know, on the one, and then Iron Man's take on it is like, well, you know, innocent lives are being inadvertently hurt, or people are getting killed because of us, and we need to be, you know, supervised. And you can see where he's coming from, because, you know, he's understanding the human cost of all of their big adventures and stuff. And that's very much a part of Iron Man's arc as well, is becoming a better person and more in tune to, you know, humanity and empathy and things like that.
Yeah.
And that's been a big part of the arc of Tony Stark, the arc of Stark, as it were. And his
Iron Man had the best arc. Don't at me. He had the best arc.
Don't at me.
In that whole cinematic franchise.
He really does, because he starts off as very self-absorbed, egotistical, narcissistic, you know, me, money. And then he becomes so human by, you know, over the course of it, you know, and takes a great personal toll, but also, you know, becomes a genuine protector and helper and, you know, someone who genuinely cares. He makes himself a better person. And that's very strong. It's very good. I like that. But anyway, really good movie. I've always loved the whole fight scene at the airport. It's just so much fun. Because, you know, they're all fighting, but at the same time, they're all trying not to hurt each other too badly. It's more like, you know, and we get Spider-Man in action for the first time. We get Giant Man for the first time. Black Panther's in there kicking ass. You got Winter Soldier finally, more or less, not brainwashed, kinda, fighting alongside Falcon. And, you know, it's, you know, a lot of good moments in there. It's a lot of fun. But, yeah, so anyway, needless to say, we are thoroughly enjoying our journey through the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So Rosie had seen this one a few times, loves it. She'd never seen this one. So that seems to be how it's going. We're like getting into ones that she's seen paired with ones she hasn't. So
I didn't notice that was the edition de special.
It is. So which one is next? I think
really had a segment talking about that for like a whole minute and a half. Where the fuck were you?
I think Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 are next, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we're getting up there. We're getting close. Yeah, I think it's Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, then Spider-Man, then I think it's Infinity War, isn't it? No, then Thor Ragnarok, then it's Infinity War. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
The war's on.
So then everything post-Infinity War we haven't seen yet. We've only seen as far as Infinity War.
Captain Marvel, Ant-Man 2,
Captain
Infinity
Marvel.
War.
Right. Can't-Man. As opposed to Can-Man.
Captain Marvel, excuse me, that order.
So so it's Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home. There you go.
Yes.
And that's it. Yeah. Okie dokie. So anyway, yeah, so we'll be carrying on with that sometime this weekend. Watching the next 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Depends how much we feel like watching. But, yeah, she's seen Doctor Strange a few times. Loves it. She's seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 a couple times. She loves all things Guardians of the Galaxy, basically. She just loves that whole set of characters. Thor Ragnarok, I think, is the one she's rewatched the most. She just absolutely loves that one. Me too. I think it's one of the best ones.
Guardians 1 and 2 and Ragnarok are the 3 I watched most.
Ragnarok is just so damn much fun. Like from start to finish. I mean, you got Jeff Goldblum in it, and I love when Hulk goes to attack the big dude, and then Thor's just like, "No, Hulk," and Hulk's just like, "But big monster."
What I'm supposed to do.
It's like, what the hell?
I like Korg. Korg is awesome.
And what was it when Hulk finally becomes Banner again, and they're talking, and Thor's just like, "Oh, you and I had a fight," and he's like, "Oh, really? Did I win?" "No, I won. Easy." Thor didn't win.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. Don't forget about that one. Did you see that one?
Doctor Strange is great. Yeah, we've seen that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I think I've seen everything up to Infinity War. There's just a few, a bunch of the earlier ones was ones mainly that Rosie was missing. So I think she's seen everything up to Infinity War now. I think.
Doctor Strange is another one of my favorites, and so is Black Panther, man.
Doctor Strange. Really Black Panther's so good. Yeah, I can't wait until. Oh yeah, Black Panther's in there too, which is that before?
Oh yeah, that's before.
That's before Infinity War. That's right. Okay, yeah, I knew I was missing one, but
after Civil War, before Infinity War.
Yes, that's right. After Civil, yeah, absolutely. Well, because it ties pretty directly into Civil War. Mm-hmm. And yes, Civil War is pretty. A lot of people call it Avengers 2.5. Yeah. It has everybody in it.
Yeah, pretty much it is.
Yeah. But yeah, also
they had everyone sign for a certain number of Avenger films. So they couldn't want to call it that.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we'll just call it a Captain America movie.
They just signed them for different movies. You know.
It is. I mean, it does kind of. It almost feels like two movies in one a little bit too, because you do have sort of the next part of the Winter Soldier story in there with Bucky's.
It's like two different movies in one. Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, because you still got that whole thing sort of being resolved and sorted out, in addition to all the bigger picture stuff happening with the rest of the Avengers. But yeah, Winter Soldier, very complicated character there. Like you don't really know how to feel about him. Like he's done all this bad stuff, but he was brainwashed into doing it. It wasn't really him, but it wasn't.
He's also really handsome. God damn you.
He is a handsome devil, isn't he?
Really into it, right?
So yeah, so I guess the end of Civil War is when Bucky goes off to Wakanda. So he goes off to them because they have technology that can help to undo the brainwashing and to just get him back to normal. So.
And he can find peace.
And he can find.
The government's going to hunt him there.
Exactly. Yeah, he can find.
He's wanted by the U.S. government. Don't forget.
That's right. Yeah. So.
We can't just go grocery shopping. You know? Hey, that's the guy who just blew up that.
Well, that was one of the big things, was that he was framed in that one, and they all thought that's why T'Challa was after him. He thought he had killed T'Chaka, his father. But he hadn't. It wasn't even a doctored photo. It was literally a guy in like Winter Soldier makeup made to look like him. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was good stuff though. Like I love all the different layers, and I loved how I forgot just how dark and serious Civil War is. Like there's like a lot of
real stakes.
Well, real stakes and a lot of things that really make you think. And all I could think when I was watching that was, what the fuck is Martin Scorsese's problem? How does this not have depth? How is this the same movie over and over again? Like, what the hell, dude?
Martin Scorsese just doesn't understand. It's fine.
I don't know.
He's still a god among filmmakers.
Well, absolutely. But, I mean...
The Irishman was awesome,
He's obviously not, he's judging the whole from parts, not from the whole. I don't know. Well, you know what? Old. We're going to be old one day, and we'll still love our comic book movies. Like, come on.
Well, there'll be something we don't like.
Yeah. I don't know.
The
something.
New stuff, yeah.
That new young person stuff that we don't understand.
Like, you refuse to watch Lion King. It's the same example.
Oh, my God.
It's the same example. You blindly hate a movie that you definitely would probably like.
Yeah.
But you're doing a Martin Scorsese, but that's okay. I don't want too much.
Well, there's only one thing I can really say to that, and it's the circle of life.
Be prepared.
Wow. And on that note,
I got nothing else.
I got nothing else either. I'm gonna still stream for those of you on Twitch. I'm gonna hang out. We're gonna do some editing and stuff.
Don't believe his lies.
Don't believe his lies. I'm not gonna stop the stream. I keep the stream going, and that's that. But unless it crashes, of course. But no, this was fun. This was a good. Had a good time this week. I think it was good. Good show. Good show, folks.
Better than last week.
Well, yeah. We all have our off weeks. I think we were I think we were both in not
You
good.
were lashing out at everything
Well,
in
yes.
a healthy manner, and I didn't appreciate it.
No, I think we were in not good and diametrically opposed headspaces, and thus
Correct.
conflict occurred and feelings were hurt. And I'm
You
very
said some
sorry.
shit.
Huh?
You said some shit, and I walked away.
Yes.
I'm like, all right.
You did. We noticed. We were there.
I didn't need
and
that
then,
shit.
And
Whatever.
then you weren't there. But, you
I had
know...
other things to do than fucking deal with that.
Well, yeah, I know. And, you know, I mean, that's... We're still here. We still care.
Supposed to have this.
'Cause-
This must be fun space. You make it not fun, I just leave. It's like, all right, I'm
Well,
doing
of
something
course.
else.
It's always meant to be fun space. So, anyway... And this was a fun time this week. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm glad that we're back and that we had fun and that, you know, everything is copacetic.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Well, have yourselves a wonderful week, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Oh, by the way, speaking of what editing I'm doing, I finally started doing some fun compilations of clips of some of my video game stuff. So I actually did a whole bunch for Skyrim. I know a lot of you are watching the Skyrim playthrough. So I put together a bunch of clips of fails and flubs and just stupid moments and a couple of epic finales to fights in there just because they were cool. But mostly just a lot of silly bullshit that happened. So there's 10 episodes of that coming your way. And, yes?
Have you put any thought into making a channel trailer for your Twitch channel now that you have that feature?
Possibly.
Did you know you had that feature?
I did. I keep forgetting.
So just think about that. Maybe start putting your favorite clips to the side. Start making like a best of for your Twitch.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I might actually do that.
Take
So-
all your already existing highlight clips and just take your best one.
Major Matogo suggests a best of Eric compilation. Oh, God.
Oh God.
It'd be 10 minutes of get the fuck out of the door, Eric. Move, move, move.
Oh,
Damn it,
God.
Eric, you backed me into the corner. Now I can't move.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so anyway, those are going to be all up on Twitch sometime in the next couple of days.
Eric, where'd you go, Eric?
And then there'll
That's why I'm
be...
giving you a heads up, because maybe since you're doing editing streams, like, man, I'm gonna put some thought to that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good idea. Just something. And then they're going to go up on YouTube over the course of the next few weeks, starting next week on Sunday. So every Sunday there will be a new Skyrim comparison video.
Okay, Mr. English.
Each one's about 10 minutes long, so just, you know, short, digestible bites of hilarity. And then, yeah, and then I'm working on a few that are probably going to go up over the course of Halloween, just as a little bit of fun as well. Going to do some highlights of a couple of horror games. Well, ones that I have clips of anyway. So, yeah, there you go. Enjoy. So we'll see you next time. All right. Anything else you guys would like to add, or anything you got going on this week? Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, everybody.
Stay the fuck inside. The COVID ain't gone yet. It's still there.
Stay
Stop
safe.
buying all toilet paper, you fucks.
Yes, exactly. It's they're not going to run out. Your ass will be clean forever.
It's not a poopy virus. It's just not a poopy virus.
It's not a poopy virus. You don't have to worry. Okay. See you later, folks.